I'm gonna need a napkin constantly. We're gonna have like a little bourbon puddle.
That's a lot of water.
That was a little bit of water.
That was a lot of water.
I like to cut it. I like my drink the way I like my drink.
Yeah. So what book are you reading right now?
Are you on? Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even holding my microphone.
Well, now you are.
I'm reading. Hey, you know what I'm reading right now? The Boys from Biloxi, but it's taking me a little bit of time.
Oh, that just came out, didn't it? What,
I've been out for a while.
No, but it was who did that?
John Grisham.
Yep.
The Boys from Biloxi. What's that about?
About the Boys from Biloxi, man. It's about
I think it's a mafia, right?
Is it
like a little Dixie Mafia book?
Mafia book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little Dixie Mafia book. I didn't realize it was so kind of gangster back in the day.
I'd be into that. Yeah. I'd read that.
No, you should. You can read.
I can
All right, let's go into sponsors real quick. All right, hold on. All right, let's go into sponsors. Shout out to the District Coffee Company, Pascagoula and Ocean Springs, Oliver Scott Insurance, Beach and Cuts, Collision Depot, DirectAuto, Captain Al's, Marty Wilson. What's the liquor store? Say it correctly.
Mabry's.
Yeah, and Forever Young, like Kendrick over there in Gulfport. We're about to do a podcast with Butler Homes, Sands, the two best friends. That's what I call Biffs. Yeah, they've been best. The owners behind the construction you've seen been best friends since y'all were kids. That's proof. You've seen the thumbnail. That was kind of hard. It was like, and he's not even done. He has way more.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said if I could get in my shop, but it's way up there. I told him I got way more pictures of us when we were younger than now. I said now because we're chasing kids and stuff. I said, but back in the day, I got tons of pictures.
He keeps them all. I lose them.
That's because
he keeps them.
He
he's got like
checks. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's a reason why there's two parts to the Butler Homes. There's the money and then there's the face.
70-30.
Numbers guy.
Yeah.
I see what's going to happen.
And everybody knows it. Like they won't even, if anyone, like they'll call me like, hey, Mike's here and I got a check. Can I give it to him? And I'm like, I mean, there's a 50-50 shot I'll actually make it back to me, but you can try. And it's true. Like it's 50-50. His truck is a black hole. Like whatever he takes with him is gone.
That's because I work. His truck is empty. You know what I'm saying? Because he just drives around in it. You know what I mean? I'm not able to purchase an electric truck. I mean, I don't even know if you can call electric and truck in the same sentence.
That sucker pulled 12,000 pounds.
Yeah, for about 10 minutes.
Will it go longer than 10 minutes?
Truck?
Yeah, if y'all got Butler, you're off the internet again, right?
What do you mean off the internet?
You said you've been off the internet.
I haven't been on Facebook or social media in a while.
You do a lot of that kind of
in and out, baby.
You do it all the time. Like
dip in, dip out.
You take a break. You separate yourself.
You got to, man.
And then when he gets in, he's all in.
That's the problem. That's why you either go in or you're out. You know what I mean? You can't. There's no part time. You got to do everything. Full time. Yeah, you can't do that with an electric truck.
You still got the same truck you have? You still have that same white truck?
I still have the same truck that I have.
The white one.
Yeah, I got a white truck.
No, so I guarantee them checks are probably shoved behind the seat.
There's no telling. Yeah.
No, man, I just cleaned it out the other day. I couldn't find any checks. I found one blank check, and I should have went to Aruba, but I didn't.
Yeah, I heard like Lauren Ray's got a new business, and it's booming.
She does, man.
Kind of lost the check there.
She's told him. I said the first check, literally the first check.
Is that what I thought we were going to talk about Lauren, and then we're just still talking about losing checks.
First check.
That's awesome.
That
is
no.
funny.
So guys, glad to have y'all. For Josh, your first time. Butler's, you've been on 3, 4, 5.
No, not that many.
It was 4, I
2,
think.
3, 4. I don't know.
We did the sand stuff. We
Look
really
in the archives, man.
Yeah. Well, I kind of forgot.
Me too, dude.
I like to sit in the background and let him be the face.
That wasn't. You've done pretty good a couple times.
So are y'all from Long Beach, Harrison Central?
That's 2 different places there, Jordan.
That's north of the tracks. Harrison
Josh Central, baby, them red rebs.
Josh grew up in Wildwood. Y'all know where Wildwood is?
No, where's it on, man?
He grew up in Wildwood, and that's. I mean, it's just Wildwood. That's all it takes. You
Dito
understand?
Road, baby.
You grew up on Dito Road. Hey,
I thought he was rich. He lived in Northwood Hills. I'd go to his house. I thought he was living the dream. They had Grey Poupon and shit. I was like, man, make me a sandwich.
we definitely had humble beginnings. Is it working? Can you hear me?
Good.
You're making me nervous with all this
No.
technology.
No, we're good.
No, we're good.
Set it up.
We definitely both came from humble beginnings for sure. You know what I mean? But we had good families. You know, my parents are still together today, sit on the back porch probably right now. They might be sleeping right now. My dad's 81, but they still hang out and cocktail every day together. And his parents are still together, still in the same. Both of our
Both in the
parents
same house. Yeah.
still live in the same houses they raised us in when we were kids. So that's a plus, man. You know,
That's amazing.
That's
Yeah,
the same
amazing.
homes?
Same home.
So it took them.
All 1,100 square feet, baby.
Yeah, same thing, man. They stayed there. My dad found a house with a pool in the backyard, and he said, "This is it, babe." You know what I mean?
He made it.
Yeah, big time, yeah.
That's it. No,
He probably got that.
He did that
probably
for
got
us.
That pool, like a Sears catalog. I have a buddy, Brian Bozeman. His parents had their same house in Biloxi that they built.
yeah.
And I was talking to his mom, and it's like one of them. I think it's like 9 foot. Old
Deep?
school. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what ours.
But I looked at his mom. She goes, "Where'd you get this pool?" She's like, "Well, there's a catalog. They paid $11,000 for it." I was like, "What?"
ours was already there. You know,
It was just cool. It's like,
Yeah.
and it's mint condition because it's their forever home.
You know how much a pool costs nowadays?
Probably 100.
The cheapest one's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
like 60.
Yeah.
I mean, not the cheapest. We build a couple. Like we only build pools for our clients. Like we don't go out and build like pools in the pool world as a legitimate pool business. But we like to do our own pools for our own clients because we can kind of control the site and everything. But I mean,
Nah, dude.
they're expensive. We built a small one for one guy over in Goshen. What was that? Like 45,000?
Which one was that? Oh, yeah. That was
Michael's.
50,
Yeah. I mean, it was just a small wading pool, and that, I mean, there's not like a whole lot of profit in that. It's not a business that I would, just dive off into because I wanted to get rich. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just
Our sister spent 90,000, and I don't think it gets over your head anywhere.
I don't. I think it's 6 foot maximum.
I mean, it's
Yeah. Small
pretty,
pool,
but
though.
like,
I mean, I don't know what you consider small, but
yeah, you
Spent
can't
90
you
grand.
can't swim laps in it.
90, yeah.
Have you been in her pool?
And she
No,
got
I had to get
she
the
actually
back
got
of it.
fucked over by the first company. I think she had to
Yeah.
change companies or something like in the middle of it. Like they ruined her whole backyard.
No, it was the same company, but it took them like 9 months.
Yeah.
And the guy like quit right after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they concrete
kinda
now
how
or are
we
they
started, I think.
fiberglass?
What's that?
The pools now, are they like concrete or fiberglass?
we do fiberglass. I mean, concrete.
Gunite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gunite.
The gunite.
Everything we do is
gunite.
concrete. I don't like if somebody wants a fiberglass pool that they set in, we just get somebody else to do that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I just like to do. I mean, I don't even necessarily. We sub out. So basically, the way our business works is the majority of our people are subcontractors. But we have good subcontractors, and so we're a project management company. But when it comes to like the pools, I mean, there's not that many moving parts to a pool compared to a house, and I want to control the aesthetics. You know what I mean? Like I want to control the decks. I want to control the coping. I want to control the water line tiles and things like that. And you get some of these pool companies, which there's some good ones out there, but they come in and they want to do like, here's your package deal and here's what you get for everything. And I kind of want to control the pretty stuff. You understand what I'm saying? The stuff that makes sense. And I want to have a say with say on that stuff with the client. So that's why I'm like, you know what? We can get somebody to dig the hole and put in the rebar and do the plumbing and do the electrical, and then we call somebody to shoot the gunite, and you know what I'm saying. So it's you do have to manage it properly, but I just like you know how I am with my finishes and stuff, and
He
so
likes
I just
having everything they build. They like having control of, from the tile in the bathroom. If they want the tile to match the pool,
yeah.
they can make it happen. They're
Yeah.
very particular. Like same thing with faucets. It's very. I mean, he's like you said, he's a numbers guy, and I remember one time I walked the house with him, and he was showing me certain ways of the wall, the baseboards, and I started laughing. And we went to one for a client, and the shower head was like 6 foot, and Butler was like, "It's done." He was like, "Nah, take a picture of me right now. Take a picture of me." And he's like, it's him standing next to it. And but what are you, 6'3", 6'2"? How tall are you?
me 6'3", yeah.
So he's standing next to it. He's like, get my phone, take a photo so I can send it. And it's
I'm
like,
sure he's
nobody
still
should ever have a
there.
shower head. If I can't shower in it, they're not doing it. I'm like,
It is awful.
and he got it ripped out the next day. Yeah, I can see where you're going, because now you have control of all of it.
Yeah, man. Well, you hire us to do a job, and people come to us and they say, "Hey, who can we use to build pools?" And so we went through a few pool contractors, And like I said, there's some decent ones out there, and this is not a knock on any pool contractor out there, but I just want to be able to control the project. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't want somebody else coming in, and I know how the business works. And I mean, a lot of these pool contractors are basically general contractors, and I don't feel like my clients need to hire another general contractor. You know what I'm saying?
Hire people to do it anyway.
Yeah, and so I'd rather control that. So, so we've done some, and we've kind of gone. It's just like anything. When we built our business from the beginning, what we start 2012, I think. I mean, we went through subs, you know, but like trying to find who fits, and sometimes we had subs that were better than we were at the time because we were so green. You know what I mean? And they were probably looking at us like, what the hell are these guys doing? I mean, the fact that we
look back all the time and stuff, like I'll go back in the numbers and I'll call Mike. I'm like, can you believe we did this? Like how we had no idea we were doing in 2012. I mean, like we've got better every year, obviously.
That's how you get started, though.
Yeah, I mean, we figured it out.
I mean, dude, we didn't know how to make coffee when we started this. And he was in New York on vacation. No shit. I was back here as a week before Peter Anderson.
You just liked coffee.
And I was YouTubing coffee. No, we didn't even know.
It's a smaller level, but yeah, I didn't even drink coffee.
Really?
No.
I do now.
I'm talking. I had a line out the door. Line out the door. I'm back there YouTubing how to make certain shit. Like,
no shit.
No idea. Yeah.
And they all love it.
Now here we are.
That was us. That was us building the house.
Yeah. Hey, but you early people, you might want to say that too loud.
No, you guys are building some beautiful homes.
But y'all
really, dude.
No, but shit, every story has to start like that. I hope.
Oh yeah, dude. It's called just hustle, man.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. Dude.
Otherwise, someone's handed it to you.
Yeah. I mean, every business I mean, anything we're doing is, you know, you figure it out. That's, you know, with him, like we went to college together. We were roommates in college too. And he went to finance world. I had no clue what I was going to do. And I just liked to play football. So I said, I could just be a football coach. You know what I mean? That's like, I had no idea what I was going to do. And
he's like one.
He was like, but anyways, he was, I'm even pulling my pants.
Like major remember that?
Yeah. Oh, I remember. But anyway, and my dad was in the education field. So, but he kind of had a path and I had no path. And I used to call him back in the day and I was trying to borrow money, you know, because I had these great ideas, which were probably terrible ideas. And that's why banks don't give you money on them. But in my brain, I was like, I got this great idea. And then he's like, man, I can't give you any money. And he's my buddy at the bank. So I'm like, dude, give me some money. You know, you can, like, how can you approve this loan? He's like, yeah, but not for you. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, how do people make it? And like, how do you make it? Like I don't have any money. Like, how am I going to figure it out? Like, how do I, you know, go from these ideas to here if I have zero money? You know what I mean? And then, so I kind of navigated life with no money for however many years, you know. And then one day I went to Josh and I said, I was like, hey man, would you ever, like, I didn't think there was a chance in hell. I was talking to my wife who I was dating at the time. I was like, I need Josh. And I said, would you ever consider leaving the bank? Like, we were eating Fat Sumo?
Yeah.
And in Gulfport. And he was open to it. Like, so I was like, all right, now I thought he was just going to shut me down immediately, you know, because he saw me just bouncing like a ping pong ball, you know. And then I had these ideas. I even had like a little presentation. Dude, I had a backup plan for, like, if this don't work, look, we can make some money over here doing this.
Excel?
Dude, seriously. No, hell no. It was in file. I was like wrote down on a notebook. But I'm serious. I was like, hey, man, while we're not making money doing this and building this, we can make money. It was like a trailer scheme. I still have all those notes, by the way. One day we're going to do it.
Yeah. I remember those meetings.
But anyway, like the fact he was open to it, and I was like, okay, all right. So that's kind of where that deal started.
And I always thought, like, I went in after state, you know, I went straight into banking, and I was a banker for 12 years, I guess 10, 12 years. And I mean, I loved banking. Banking was
bring that mic up just a little bit more.
Banking was easy to me, but he came to me with that idea, and I was like, you know, I always thought I wanted to work for myself, like, eventually. And I remember I told him, I was like, you know, because at the time, you know, he's a bachelor. And I'm like, I said, man, you know, and I had 2 little kids. I'm like, I mean, if it don't work for you, because I was doing well at the bank, I'm like, if it don't work for you, you just can't buy beer for like a month. I'm like, my kids aren't going to eat. I was like, so
come on, man. I was just wanting the life that you had, dude.
So I told him, I said, look, I said, if you could get 6 pre-sold houses, because we did a couple specs and did well. And I said, if you can get 6 pre-sold houses, I said, I'll leave the bank and we'll go 100%. And it was like a month later, and he's like, "Got 6 pre-sold houses when you quit." And I was like, "Shit!" I was like, "Now I got to figure it out."
I was like, "Hey, dude, give me half your salary. You gonna stay there? Just give me."
Yeah, he didn't even say that. He's like,
"You stay there.
You got to start giving me half of your bank salary." I was like,
"But yeah, we probably lost money on about 3 of those houses."
Oh, God. I mean, yeah.
Hey, you didn't say you got to make money. You just said sell it.
The very first house we built. I mean, this is no shit. The very first house we built, we made $3,000. Very first house.
Yeah, I sure did.
I mean,
wait a minute.
9 months on it. So
no, that doesn't count like driving to the job and like trying to pay yourself. That's like
literally like in our pocket was $3,000.
That's the thing. Whenever people talk about profits and gross profits, y'all are in business, y'all understand this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how are they calculating this? Because in my brain, like we don't collect a salary what we do, but I mean, like gross profit is like the gross number before you pay anything. Like that's not even profit. It's just gross income. I don't even know what you call it. But
just keep going. I like listening to this. Talk numbers.
But the point is everybody's like, yeah. Anyway, the bottom line is like how much the way people calculate income is hilarious to me. Man, we didn't make any money. And I'm like, what do you mean you didn't make any money? Well, man, my company didn't make any money last year. I'm like, well, did you make money last year? I'm like, yeah, but the company didn't make money. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying? Did you get paid?
Figure it, yeah.
I've actually had subcontractors tell me this. Well, no, I'm fine, but my company's not making money. I'm like, dude, you're hanging trim, dude. There's no I'll pay you. Yeah, I want you to make money, but you're not supposed to make money and then make money again. You understand what I'm saying? Like as far as
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They think like we don't do that. I don't make money twice. I don't make money and then I have more money over here that I don't count that I made. Whenever we tell people this is this is what we're building your house for, cost plus this percent, and we're 16%. We're fixing to go up to 18%. Tell the world we're fixing to go up to 18%. I'm not doing this stuff for 16 anymore after this year. So all my new clients are going to be at 18, but and we're going to take less houses. That's why we're doing it. You know what I mean? But I mean that's the total gross margin. Like everybody comes out of that. There's not like a bunch of overhead and paying people and then I get 18%. It's whatever the stuff cost us plus 18%. That's it. So
how'd you kind of land on figuring out y'all's first numbers to even figure out the business model? Did y'all start at like 13%?
Well, no, we started. So it's funny how you see kind of the projection how business. We started off and it was turnkey. And then he was budgeting the houses and it just didn't go good. And that's why we thought we'd make this much and we ended up with 3.
No, the problem is I'm too nice. And I'm like, that's a fact. You can, I did
people
say
don't
that.
Realize this dude is a teddy bear. Like he's all big and looks angry all the time, but no.
I would feel bad if somebody said, well, you told me I was going to get that. And I just give it to him. Yeah. So I was like, okay, we can't do turnkey anymore. That's not possible.
Yeah. So we did turnkey for a while. And of course, obviously if the budget, so you start giving people stuff, your margins just dropped dramatically. And then we're like, well, we need to do cost plus on everything. And I was like, it's going to be a lot more work on my side. I said, but we're guaranteed. And then you could budget a lot more. And so we started doing cost plus, which we had a fixed fee. So like if it's $1 million house, we charge them, it's $150,000. We don't care what you spend over $1 million. Well, then what happened was people were saying, I can only afford $1 million house. And then they spend 1.5 and we're still only making the 15% or whatever it was at the time on $1 million, and we're doing all this extra work. So then it transferred eventually to where now it's just cost plus, it's a floating fee, which is what pretty much everyone does on cost plus houses. But you can't everybody looks at the numbers and they're like, how much is your number? You're at 16%, and there's people charging 20%, but it's apples and oranges. Like he was just saying, I mean, you don't know what people are including in that number, what they're not including in that number, but we try to keep it simple. Like I said, we put a percentage on it and it's whatever your house cost. And, we always say we got, 5-6 people that are gonna be working specifically on your house. And he was talking about Lauren. Lauren does interior design stuff, which is a big deal for us. And so and then of course, you said you're gonna try to get Matt on here one day.
Yeah.
Swank. So Matt Swank is yeah. He'll have his Jameson. I have it like
I gotta
lined
come.
up.
I gotta come.
No,
Can
I
I
was
come?
trying to get
Yeah.
so I was trying to get him the
He's gonna
night,
love it.
like to come in just like because
Just stop in.
he's that third one. Like he's
Well, so that it's one thing that's cool about our company too is like Mike and I obviously been best friends. We're 5-6 years old. I was trying to think on the way here. I was like, when did we actually meet? And like my earliest memory that like I know we were like hanging out was it was 5th grade talent show. And we juggled a soccer ball together.
Killed it, baby. Killed it.
Yeah, we did. We killed it. it was me, you, and Joe, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. We killed it.
It was
bro.
Joe, right?
No practice, bro. Just got out there in front of all these people. Didn't know what we were doing.
We literally walked outside before we're supposed to go on in front of the whole school.
was it were you wearing Umbros that time?
Oh, I'm sure.
Buying it out of East Bay?
Guaranteed.
Okay.
But what's funny about that is our third partner in that was Joseph Capolato, and he runs our cabinet shop for us. So he was with us, 5-6 years old. And then Matt Swank, we've known since we were, 5th, 6th grade. And he, me and Mike decided we were going to do this. And then it's like, now we got to get Matt,
You know what
Matt,
Matt told me, dude?
Yeah.
he's like, nah, I'm good. I told him, I said, hey, I was working with Elliot. Hell, I got his cup right here. Look, shout out Brandon Elliott. He sold his company. I love that dude. But anyway, I was working with Elliot, and me and him just kind of split a little bit. We had just a little different business ideas back then. And I called Matt. I was like, hey man, I'm gonna start this company. And he's like, man, I'm good. I said, is this dude for real? So I called Josh. I'm like, man, I don't know what we're going to do. And then he called our other buddy, Derek. I'll give him a shout out too. He's a phenomenal bricklayer. But me and Derek would have been like fist fighting on day 2. I mean, seriously, like,
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's pretty tough. He lays bricks every day. So I don't know if I want to fight him, but I don't know. I'll probably take him. What you think?
I might know that Derek.
I'm telling this publicly. Derek, get your ass on Facebook and check this out. Make a comment. But anyway,
we're gonna
I don't know. It'd be tough. It'd probably be like it'd be a questionable
Derek's
situation.
forearms are massive.
He lays bricks every day.
Yeah, since he was like 12.
My first job in construction was mixing mud for Derek while he was laying bricks with his dad. So I lasted about a weekend. But anyway, he's been doing it for how many years?
25, probably no, 30.
Forever, dude,
he
since he was a kid. But where the hell was I going?
He was talking about Swank and how when I came along, he was all about it.
I called Josh, man. I was like, hey, you need to talk to this dude because he don't think I'm serious, And then I was at Nukes. Me and Lauren were at Nukes in Gulfport. This is like right at the beginning. And I saw Matt and Anna there. And me and Matt been buddies since we were kids. I mean, big time buddies, like just hung out all the time, went to the river together, just mud riding together, all the stuff kids do. Before these kids had phones, we got in a lot of trouble. I think it's, by the way, I'm sidetracking here, but I think the phones in some cases might be kind of good because we did a lot of stuff that they don't even think about.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, just think about that for a second. But anyway, so I'm serious.
How many people should
I'm serious, dude.
right now?
Think about that.
So glad
Think
they were
about
not
that.
fucking fighting.
Think about that. But anyway, so Matt, I saw Matt at Nukes, and he was like, no, maybe he didn't say anything at Nukes, but anyway, he called me. He's like, I told Josh he wasn't interested, and he called me. He said, hey man, were you serious about that job? I was like, oh, you talked to Josh? Oh, you talked to Josh? Now you want to call me about this job?
Now you
But
gotta
anyway.
understand at the time, like Mike said, Mike had jumped from like one thing to the next. I mean, he was just out there hustling. I mean, he did all kind of stuff after the hurricane, oil spill. He's doing all this stuff. I remember he came to my office one time. I got to tell him about the check story. He comes to my office. I'm a banker, like, and he'd always come in there and he's like, man, my account says it's got this. There ain't no way. It's a bank error. And I'm like, it's not a bank error, but I mean, like, we'll fix it. But he ended up, he finally comes to my office and he's got like a big check, like a $20,000 check, and I'm like, and I deposit the check for him, like, man, you finally got it, man. You're starting to make some money. And he said, yeah, I sold the dump truck. I'm gonna do something else.
Yeah, just so
What the hell? But he used to look, he had all these rough dudes that were working for him when he was that after Katrina?
Yeah, there was a dude.
What was his name?
There was a dude, I can't remember his name, but I swear to God, dude. I swear to God, bro. Look, listen to me. His fingers said, he just got out of the pen, FUCKYOU on his fingers. Like, that's what it said on his fingers. and so he could run
Fuck you?
equipment.
That's what he said.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you.
So the listeners.
He comes to my office one day, and
I used to hug him, dude. I used to walk up to him every day. I'd be like, "Hey, man, just give me a hug," and he'd be like, "Get off me, dude!" But I tried to make him like me. I mean, because that's not good. If you got that on your fingers, like I want that dude on my side. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
so he comes to my office at the bank, and he said, "Hey, I need some damn checks, and I ain't paying for them either." And I'm like, "I got you. So he leaves, and I go and order some checks. And they come in, and I give them to him. And keep in mind, he has to use them because he's got to pay people. And you remember the Ann Geddes, like the Cabbage Patch, like the kids with the flowers and all?
Yeah. My mom had them checks.
Yeah, that's the checks
so
I got.
did I, bro.
So he's paying the dude with FU on his hands with a damn Ann Geddes check, but it's like,
But you said you're not
Big
paying
little,
for
a little
them.
baby from Hawaii, dude, with a lay on his head.
He said he had to explain it every time he wrote a check to somebody.
I'm like, sorry, dude, my buddy works at the bank, man. He got me.
But you said you want it for free.
So I got you. I'll
Butler
take care of it.
Enterprises. It's at Butler Enterprises, dude.
So let's go into the first three homes y'all did. Y'all lost money.
I mean, we didn't lose money, but we weren't doing very well.
So, but on the last,
I was kind of being.
so let's say it's 6. So the 3 after. When did y'all say, we're doing this, like we're all the way in?
Well, once I left the bank, there was no going back, so we had to make it work. But what's funny is, like, I think back to those, that first year and a half. I mean, Mike and I, we rented an office over on kind of where our office is now, and we had couches in each one of our offices. And I mean, we'd go eat lunch and come back. I'm like, I guess we'll take a nap because we had like 2 houses on the ground. We had nothing else to do. But I didn't like one day. I remember when I was still at the bank. I was kind of doing both, and we're building a house over in Goose Point. And I show up to like check it out, like I know what the hell I'm looking at. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. And they had a what was it? What was the damn machine?
You don't even know the name of the machines, man. It was a mini excavator.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
So
Dude.
I jump in, I got my suit on, and I jump in there, and I'm like playing this damn, I mean, like that's what we did. We had we were learning like everything, on the fly. But I mean, we started, I guess, after 3-4 houses, it just started getting better and better and better and better. And I mean, the amazing thing that I'm most proud of is literally since 2012 to 2025, we've been more profitable like every single year, like more and more and more and more. So, I mean, that's just part of the evolution of a business. I mean, you make mistakes, you got to learn from them, and then just
you get like
get
a
better.
chime card?
Did I what?
A chime card, like a prepaid credit card?
What?
No, I'm talking about Butler.
Oh.
What does that mean?
No, I'm just saying, like, is there like
He's basically making fun of you.
a limit? Like, like not the money guy.
I don't know
Like,
anything about technology, so is that technology like chime?
Like, you got like $400.
He's asking if you're on the limit.
Yeah.
He's trying to.
Yeah.
I should be.
He does good though. He used to
definitely
swipe
should
that
be.
card like crazy,
But
but
that's
I
a
don't
good
swipe
idea.
anymore. That's what I was
Well, I
just
needed the
saying.
company money.
Yeah.
but that's a good balance when it comes to business. When it comes to y'all can understand how that business works, and you said your numbers and your profit, and he does say that all the time. It's like, gotta get with Josh, not me.
Yeah.
Josh. It's always get with Josh.
I don't know how people do it. Like I think y'all kind of got a little separation there on who handles the different roles. I mean, there's builders out there that do both sides, and I just couldn't even imagine. Like I'll go to the job site like once or twice just because I want to, like, it looks cool. But like I don't know, and a buyer will ask me a question, I'm like, whoa, that's a Mike or Mac question.
Similar to us because paid for us. He was a banker as well.
Okay.
He was at Wells Fargo.
I thought his name was Anthony.
Hey, Anthony, I called him.
Anthony Page.
Well, hold on a second. I want to be in there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All right. No, he was a Wells Fargo banker up in Jackson.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I worked in
big
Jackson
numbers
for a
back.
few years.
Yeah.
Which bank were you at?
I was when I graduated from college, it was Union Planners at the time.
Oh,
So I worked at Union Planners, the big one in downtown Jackson. So I worked there for I did like a manager training program, and I was supposed to go like a year and do all the different roles. And I remember they called me after like 6 months, and I barely had learned anything. And they're like, we had 2 managers quit in Meridian. We needed to go run 2 branches. And I was like,
yeah.
So I left and went to Meridian. I worked there for 6 months, living out of a hotel, and then moved back to Jackson. And then I was begging them to send me home. And then they finally sent me home, and Hurricane Katrina hit like a week later.
What was that like? What kind of outfit did you have to wear?
Outfit?
Yeah, dress code.
Suit.
Oh, I had to
It wasn't that one. What does that thing say?
Dude, I was so glad I had to shave
I
every
can
day.
say-
I mean, every day I had
I
to
can
shave.
read. Fuck it. We do it live. Themdistrictboys.com. All right.
Yeah.
Hashtag. I forgot the hashtag, dude.
But I'm sure you
Hand me
were
that
at the
big
bank.
bottle of
You had to be
bourbon.
clean shaven.
Flip-flops.
You want some bourbon?
Yeah, please.
I'm 42. I was banking.
I was trying to hide it.
from like 23 to
What you got in there?
20.
And have a
I mean, like a
lemonade.
year and a half. But
Drink that
it's
lemonade
for me,
first.
you know. But right after my undergrad at Ole Miss, I went into banking.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you try everything.
Yeah.
And
It's the biggest bottle of bourbon I've seen.
Union Planners became
It became
Renaissance.
Regions, and then it was Regions and AmSouth.
Regions bought Union Planners.
Yep, that's right. So I was on with Union Planners,
He did it.
the name, for maybe a year, and then we went through that merger with Regions Bank. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we're gonna
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Who's building?
You know what? I fell back to food and beverage. Just kind of what I know.
Yeah, so you just did it about a year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, so Wells Fargo. Well, so I was there in a big housing collapse.
Yeah.
So I was there probably 2006, and I quit 2007. And good thing I did, because I was subprime lending. Wells
Oh,
Fargo
Lord, yeah.
Financial.
Yeah.
You know what that is.
Well, what's funny is I'm a home builder now, but during that time that you're talking about,
No.
you couldn't even bring a home builder to loan committee or anything. Like, you weren't getting a loan approved for a home builder. Like, it was
No,
like,
it was,
we ain't doing any of it. And then I left to be a home builder.
Hey, you know what time? One time we won the home builder of the year, and they literally said Joshua Workman, home builder of the year.
Yeah.
Didn't even say Butler Homes. It was Joshua Workman. I looked at Joshua like,
Hey, what do you want me to do?
like
I mean, I had to
finance the
accept
air,
it.
home builder of the year.
But I also, so that,
I was like, come on, Josh.
but when I reached out to Josh, I was like, hey, I want y'all both on the podcast. It'd be kind of cool to y'all are behind the sands at Front Beach. I'll put y'all's heart in it. And I always tell a story, because I was a part of to help y'all fight the sands.
he loves you guys.
Yeah, because you take people that actually care about a development. It was their final goal to do Santa Rosa Beach style development. And it's like, they're serious about their work. They care. Their employees love working there. I love being a part of it with them. But it was just like, Josh is a 50-50 partner. And it was just so cool where, you know, I had somebody, it was one time I was having drinks, like, Josh Workman, he works there. I'm like, he's kind of the owner. He's the owner.
Yeah.
I was like, because they have a cabinet shop, and you get a little teary-eyed, but there's a cabinet shop they have. It's Workman's Cabinet Shop. They have their own cabinet shop for their homes. And the way it's kind of like two best friends that just kind of make sure they're included. But it's just hilarious because he's always been the 50-50 partner of Butler Homes.
Yeah.
And that's funny that you got the award with your name
Yeah.
on it.
I get it. And sometimes I'll just let it roll. Like, people say, you work for Mike, huh? I'm like, yeah.
Like, I love you.
I don't care. Yeah. I couldn't care less. Yeah.
Let me tell you, the reason we did that back in the day, I worked with Brandon Elliott. Like, we were trying to build a company, and he sold his company. But anyways, we were, hell, like I said, I got his cup right there, but we were partners, but it was Elliott Homes, right? And we were trying to build this company together. And anyways, that didn't work out. And I'm kind of glad it didn't. I was texting Brandon the other day, but with Josh, when I left Brandon, like, Brandon and I had Brandon was all about the marketing and all that stuff, which he's done. He did a good job. I mean, he sold a damn company, did well. I'm assuming. I don't know what the hell it sold for, any of that, but anyways, when I left, people knew, the people in the real estate business kind of knew who I was or whatever. And we named, the only reason we named it Butler Homes, which I didn't want to, I got a real estate company we also use that we use it for our own benefit, but we named it Blackstone Realty because I didn't want to name it Butler. And then when Josh decided to leave the bank, we're just like, screw it, leave it Butler Homes, so people know that, hey, Mike left Elliott and he created his own place. So that was kind of the reason that we did it, because we were trying to bring some clients and stuff to us, that because they knew that because Brandon's from Canada. I'm the local guy that was down here, and I just want to be like, hey guys, I left. Here I am with Butler Homes. So now we have a new company that's we have a couple we have how many companies do we have?
We got 7.
All right. Anyways, so
And that's not bragging.
they don't. No. It's their entities. They're entities.
He doesn't know that you guys have.
Yeah.
He's like, how many do we have?
They're entities. Yeah. They're definitely. They're not all profitable. But the point is we have Butler Homes, which has been our main company forever, and then Blackstone Realty. We did that just simply to be able to purchase like land deals and stuff, and I can do my own real estate deals, and I just had that company forever. And then we've also had BW Artisan, which is a semi-custom company that we've been trying to build for what? 8 years?
We filed for that name when we did. It was 2014. So
Okay, so right after Butler, because we wanted to kind of separate high-end custom homes, like super high-end cost plus custom homes that you get designed by architects, and then really nice custom homes. In other words, I don't want to call it mid-grade or I don't want to call it low end
standards,
but basically turnkey prices versus cost plus. Like there's no way I'm going to give you a turnkey price in this house because I have no idea where we're going with this. To, hey, if you stay within these finished selections and you want to be at $500,000, I can get you there. Follow this plan, and you know what I'm saying. That's BW Artisan. It's still a very nice home. It's just hey, here's our selections, and none of our selections are on that side are builder grade. They're all, mid grade and above. And we can, if you want to, if we give you a budget and it's 550, you say no, I got to be at 500. We're going to show you how to back it down to 500.
You start with something like that, you get it like a prequal. Like when you're building a custom home for somebody like, and you don't know what the price is going to be when you get done with it. Like, what do you?
Well, usually they give us an idea.
What
most people
qualified for.
Well, they'll give us an idea of. It starts off with it. They'll give us an idea of what they want to spend, and then they usually have some sort of plan. And then everybody's eyes are bigger than their stomach, so they always say, I want this house, but I want to spend $500. It's an $800,000 house.
My wife gets involved.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that happens. Well, typically what we do is kind of feel them out. Like initially somebody calls me and says, hey, I want to build a home, and I just explain the process. So I'm like, look. We got Butler Homes, which is sky's the limit. And if you can stomach a cost plus deal, which means if I miss on your framing estimate, which I'm going to try as hard as I can not to miss because I have to have these conversations with
quotes and all, but
I get all the budgets and stuff. But if I miss on a budget, I have to come to the client and say, hey, I missed, sorry, and you're still paying that overage. You know what I'm saying? So you're responsible for the overage all the way through. Or do you want to go this turnkey price?
Both markets.
Yeah. And I got, if you want to go turnkey, I got Kurt and Josh Taylor over here that are going to handle that turnkey stuff. And Josh Taylor is a phenomenal, he's super knowledgeable on that turnkey stuff on this side. And then Curtis is, I'm not bullshitting you. Like I've been in this business for 20, I mean, how many, not 20, it's like
about
13 years, whatever it is.
Close enough.
Just in this business. But I mean, Curtis has been our best rep that we ever had. He used to work at Ferguson, and he was the best customer service rep. Like the only reason I ever stayed at Ferguson was because of Curtis. Like I was like, I'm doing business with Curtis. I'm not doing business with Ferguson. And he was the absolute best customer service rep we ever had, during that time period. So Curtis came over, but Curtis's strong suit was customer service. It wasn't necessarily the knowledge on turnkey house building and sales. And then Josh Taylor I met through my son's soccer team, and he happened to be working for CT Homes, and he parted ways with CT, and we brought him over. And so those guys are actually our partners on that business. So Josh and we don't own that business, just the two of us. We're 25% partners, and those two are 25% partners on that business.
Plays a role. And so you're offering both marketing.
Everybody has ownership, man. Everybody has ownership, and not just profit sharing, but ownership. They own.
Because you don't understand their work.
What was the question?
What does BW stand for? That we had another guy, but now it's Butler. I mean, it was Butler Workman just kind of by coincidence.
We'll just leave it at that, bro.
Yeah, that was what it was originally. Because we started this, like I said, in 2014.
That's all right. Shout out, Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby Wantland, Bobby Wantland.
He's a good dude.
I like Bobby. So he was gonna come in.
He was gonna run that for us, and it just didn't work out. But it was Bobby Wantland, and then we're like, we'll just keep it. It's Butler Workman, and so it's just been it's kind of funny because that company was sitting there until we figured out what we wanted to do with it, and then at some point, one of Mike's ideas was to start selling. He's got a lot of ideas. So one of them was he wanted to sell exotic woods. And so we started a company called Workman Specialized Woods, and
that sounds really,
it was awesome. So we started, but the problem was we don't, like Butler Homes started taking off, so like we don't have time to really focus on these other side deals. So it just sat there and it didn't do anything. And then, I guess about 4 years ago, the guy that was doing our cabinets, Chip Mercier, was awesome. And he retired, like in the middle of like the boom. I mean, we got 14 houses and we've got to, put cabinets in them. He's like, yeah, I'm retiring, boys. And we're like, what the hell are we going to do? And we start calling around, and like everybody's 9 months out. I mean, everybody's busy. And so we're like, we have no choice but to start a cabinet company. So we hired his employees, bought his equipment. And then we said, I keep telling him, I'm not doing another entity. So we're going to make that Workman Specialized Wood. So now our cabinet company is Workman Specialized Woods.
So, and one of my best friends, like Joe.
Or no?
So this is the thing, man. It's cool about best. You say best friends or whatever. People. The good thing he said he was most proudest about profit margins, and I know what he means. Like I am too. Like the fact that we ran a good business that the trajectory kind of did this forever. You know what I mean? And I heard you earlier, like, yeah, we're gonna get rich one day. Blah blah blah. What's cool is like, and I know you're bullshitting, but what's cool is like building a business is fun, man. You know what I'm saying? When you start this thing and you're making coffee, like just like
with your brother.
How do you do this? Yeah, and you're with your freaking brother, man, and y'all do it together. How cool is that?
It's the best part.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. We work 7 days a week. We're doing a podcast twice a week, and
we're in a transition,
expanding, and we don't know what's going to happen. We're supposed to be building a rooftop here, but yeah, it's he brought me into this world, and I can't see myself doing anything else. It's incredible.
That's awesome.
And then you get, but when you wake up and you bitch about it, like I do it all the time, dude. No bullshit. Like I get up and I'm pissed off about something.
One of your other people.
And then I think, then I think about it and I'm like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I do bust my ass and I work. Like we're late tonight. I was getting home. I got home at freaking. It's because of the stuff I'm dealing with on the beach. I got home super late. I was calling him like, hurry up, and he showed up about 10 minutes later and I was ready and I was trying to get him leaving 20 minutes earlier than I was ready, and so
yeah.
Anyways, the point is like just but doing your own thing and build it yourself, and
once you get here and realize that we are doing our own thing and we are our own bosses, I mean, it makes up for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so what I was getting at is Joe, our buddy Joe, from I've known since kindergarten, dude. He brought little hatchling ducks into kindergarten.
He's actually in one of those pictures.
Yeah,
little Joe is that runs our cabinet shop. He's in one of those pictures for like playing. I mean, because we grew up playing sports together since we're 5-6 years old.
So y'all started the cabinet shop and then brought somebody in to run it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yep, and that's little Joe.
And
little Joe's about 5'3".
Yeah, Joe runs the cabinet shop.
He's bigger than that, dude. He's like 5'6".
We'll give him 5'4".
Nah, come on, man. You want to call him
5'7"?
Come on. I think he's 6'4". Joe's definitely 6'4".
He's grown.
It's got the heart of a lion.
He's
man.
grown, yeah.
But let me tell you something. When it comes to quality people, dude, no bullshit. Like I'm not just saying this because he may watch it. Joe and his wife Megan are like, there's quality people and then there's them. Like they're phenomenal people. And Megan actually works.
Another time. Man.
Yeah, Megan actually helps Josh with like the finance side and everything. So she's in there all the time too.
And I'm not gonna I'll let Joe tell a story because I want Joe on the show because of his kid. And
yeah,
I was telling him, he's like, hey, we're talking about like foundation stuff, and I was like, but I told y'all, I said, y'all do that. Joe's gonna come on and tell a story. But they're a family. That's what's so cool about Butler Homes, the whole organization. They're all family. Like when you walk in there, it's literally just a bunch of brothers. It's just cool. Like I'll bring you over there, and you see from the front end to the fucking cabinet shop. It's nothing but love, and it's all a good time.
Yeah, and so we got So Lauren, my wife, she when I left, like so I'm just kind of super loyal by nature or whatever, and when I had to leave Brandon Elliott, and like I had like no bullshit, like I was like I'm having like stomach like ulcers or something, man, because something's going on because I have to go tell my buddy, hey, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to have to do that. But she had just moved here from Texas, so she moves here. We don't have any kids, and it's just her and I, and we're living in one of Brandon's like spec houses that. And I'm like, well, shit, what are we gonna do now? You know what I mean? Like I'm leaving, so I got to go rent a condo with like zero income, just the money that I have due to me. You know what I mean? And so she's like writing up these like mission statements and business plans, and like we're just going together and we're just trying to figure this out, and talking about Josh, and sometimes she gets mad at me because she's like, because I talk about Josh, mad, but like without her help, you know what I mean? It would have been. Like I couldn't have done it, you know what I mean? So I needed her to do it, but she literally moved from Texas to be with some dude that just quit working with his buddy and like doing a startup with $0, and she quit her freaking job in Texas that she had she was like an administrator for a school district in early childhood education, and she's like, okay, I'm out. And came and lived. I mean, that's pretty bad decision.
That's fucking crazy.
But she did it, bro.
Yeah.
We used to have our we'd have 2 or 3 meetings a week, and that he had a little apartment. It was 1-bedroom apartment. And that's where we'd have all our meetings.
Yeah. Couldn't get away from work,
You
dude.
guys have
Look, so I wanted to ask. So it's 7 entities right now, or
Something like that.
so? Is it all LLC?
Yeah. So basically, you have Butler Homes, which is high end. Whatever you want, we're gonna build it.
Right.
And then BW Artisans, our turnkey product.
Right.
We talked about the cabinet company. We do cabinets. We'll do for outside cabinets, but for the most part, it's for Butler Homes and BW Artisan Homes. Blackstone Realty, we use that just as we're selling specs and stuff like that. The Sands at Front Beach is an entity, and then we also have Dog Pound Holdings, which is it's an asset holding company that just holds our building that collects money from the tenants. I mean, it's just separate entities that I have to keep up with. He doesn't even.
So you
have
keep
to,
well. So
you know what I'm talking about.
Everything has EIN. And
Oh yeah,
all
absolutely.
separate entities.
Yep.
So
It's okay. Sorry.
I might be asking for the viewers, but I'm really asking for me. So,
Yeah,
or us,
this is all new to us.
because
We're trying
like
to figure this out.
we're having multiple things, and then one location might have more investment than the other, so you got to separate the distribution or maybe ownership. But are you doing all that? Are you outsource accountant? I mean, I know you outsource accountant for the annual or maybe quarterly.
I do everything. I do all the
everything?
accounting. The only thing I do, and our accountant's awesome, but I use him like at the end of the year, I give him a package and say file my tax
Okay,
returns.
that's
I do
what
everything else.
Well,
That's
on a
what
smaller
we're
level,
Now, yeah,
that's what I'm
smart.
doing. I come up with a crayon box. And he's so used to it, it's cool. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, so I'm like,
But yeah, that's I
Uh,
keep up with everything. And it gets tough. Like I said, Joe's wife helps me out a lot, but I keep up with everything. And at the end of the year, but I mean, I got the finance and accounting background, so
Yeah.
I always say I know enough to be dangerous. So I keep up with everything throughout the year, and then I hand it off to him mainly just so I can say, an accountant actually did this, and he files everything for us, and he's awesome. I mean, I send him an email, he responds immediately, but I keep up with it on all of them. And most of the companies not a whole lot to do with, but like the BW Artisan, Butler Homes, Workman Specialized Wood, there's payroll and all that, and you know how that gets.
What's the
that's a lot.
specialized? What's it called?
Work with specialized wood. He loves it. Look at get your mind out the gutter.
We had to name. Yeah, we had to name. We had to name that company that does all that high end custom woodwork after the dude that knows about the high end custom woodwork.
But
You
it
know what I'm
also
saying?
comes back to you having control of the build. You like control of the build.
Yeah.
It's timelines.
Yeah.
That does come to
'Cause I'll
timelines.
tell you what, their islands and stuff. When they have, even this last one I shot on Porter. I mean, the shelves inside, like there's hidden areas. There's a lot more behind a Butler Homes, but it's fascinating because it's like I found it because I've been looking out. I got to the point where I used to call Swinkman. Now I just know there's a room where there's something you're gonna be sliding out and pulling in, and it's just cool because they can take a shelf. Like they make a shelf where they'll add, so they don't like wasting space in a build.
I love it.
And I think that's
I love
something they really do that sets everybody apart.
Even
Like
in the attic, probably some
Oh,
walk space. And
they will find a space. Like, you know what? Nah, this could be a hidden room right here. And they take pride in it, and it's cool because there is extra space.
I will say when you drive by a Butler home, it's you guys. Like you have a certain architecture with you guys that everyone knows who it is.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
That's awesome, man.
I mean, it's been something that it took a long time to build, And but I got to be honest with you, man. Like clients, you build a house for a lot of clients. You get a lot of different personalities, and ain't no difference than y'all in the coffee shop. Every business is the same. But I mean, so occasionally you get your tough clients, which kind of take up most of your headspace. Y'all can understand like certain situations. I'm sure in y'all's lives. I'm sure with you in the insurance business, there's people like, what the hell's going on here? Mm-hmm. And so you get in this business, and it sort of becomes kind of like a bit of an art form. And now I'm not like an artisan by any stretch. I'm not a good woodworker or anything like that, but I have a vision that I could see things, and that just comes from experience. Yeah. It's just a vision, but I wish I had the ability to do the woodworking. I mean, that would be phenomenal. And I'll probably learn it later in life, but after I build 250 homes, or whatever it is. Yeah. But my buddy Chase Denmark, he's a phenomenal craftsman. He that dude could build all this furniture. He could build that stool over there. You know what I'm saying? But when you build a project like what we got over here on the beach, the Sands, versus when you build a project for a client. Like I love building for my clients, but on this project over here, it's like our vision. You understand what I'm saying? Like you have your vision and you get to go out there and build your vision. When it comes to a client, like what you just said about like space and, you know what I'm saying, different stuff with cabinets. So I get to bring, it's their vision I'm building. So I get to bring our knowledge to their vision and say, hey, this is better. That's better. But I'm trying to build your vision. Like it's your craft, our home. That's kind of our statement. Damn, I just plugged. I didn't even plan that, dude. Didn't plan that at all. That was pretty good. You know, or our craft, your home. Whatever. I even got it backwards. Our craft, your home. Hey, I almost got it. No, just leave it in there. The hell with it. But our craft, your home. But the point is legitimately. So it's their ideas, and then we bring like our ideas into their ideas. So it's cool. And it's because I'll tell clients, nah, you don't want to do this, not that, you know, because we've been doing.
You integrate the idea. You tell them what's wrong, what could be better, and while respecting their.
Exactly, because you got to. Hey, what the client wants, I'm going to give what the client wants. I'm going to give you my opinion. I tell them all the time, I'm like, you can tell me to shut up, but I'm not going to shut up until you tell me to shut up, because I've been doing this shit a long time, and I'm going to give you my opinions, you know. But I have thick skin, so just always that way. Yeah, I have thick skin, so just freaking tell me to shut up. Like, but I'm going to tell you my thoughts. And then, but on this Sands project, like that's our vision. You know what I'm saying? And we're bringing Lee Brumfield. We couldn't I could never do a podcast without talking about Lee, who was the visionary on the Sands. You know, that came from him because he had a place in watercolor, and I think most people know the story about Lee Brumfield, but he's not with us anymore. But the thing, a couple things here. I get to work with Lee every day. No bullshit. Like Lee Brumfield and I had two different walks of life. That dude was straight as an arrow, followed God constantly. Al, I talked to his brother Al today, invited me to Easter dinner. Had to rush off the phone with him because I had a subcontractor standing in front of me, or Easter church at his church over here at Mosaic. But the point is, the greatest people in the world, us, a little rough around the edges, you know what I mean? A little rough around the edges, but we got
very
good.
Rough.
Yeah,
very rough.
But we have good intentions, and we do the right thing. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we're gonna do the right thing. But that vision, we get to build that vision. So like I get to go walk around the Sands, and I get to talk to a guy today who's building who's purchasing a house for a couple $1 million, and we're talking about the landscape, and I'm like, man, this ain't, you know, we're kind of going back and forth on, hey, this is the vision of this project, and I get to voice that opinion because this is our project, and I want him to know, hey, at the end of the day, we're going to be very, very, like we're going to control this project because we have a vision for the entirety. I'm not going to let anybody else make decisions and change the vision. You understand what I'm saying? Like I will bend the vision to suit the client. Like I'm definitely going to bend it a little bit to make it, but at the end of the day, the vision is going to be what it was from the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? And we're going to hold
masterpiece.
Yeah, so
we're going to hold to that.
So
yes.
I want to go into like real quick. First time, I met him through Cam. We did some Mardi Gras stuff together, but they wanted to hire me for BWR, and this is years ago. And we went to Base on Lou, had a few drinks. We're talking about. He's like, "Yeah, I want you to head up marketing." I was like, that's cool. But then he's like, "Hey, let me take you to my passion project." And so grabbed a couple beers. True story. We did. We drove over there, and they
ride dinner without beer.
Yeah, and then the sign, they had a sign because it was a stop development, and there's a sign called the Sands covered in mud. And I looked down at it, and I was like, shit, like this is sad. Like Lee's house was built. There's a fully development here. Their home was built. There's their project, like what do you call it, model home y'all had was built. And you look at it and you see this, like, and he's like, I was like, nah, dude, I want to fight with this thing. This is where I want to be. Like, I can market anything, but I want to fight this because it's such a beautiful. And I know y'all are working on it. So I took Oliver on your golf cart. Yeah. So I took Oliver to the park, but I drove by recently, probably about 3 weeks ago. I drove by Lee's house and pulled in. And that's when I called you on the phone because I brought Oliver, said, come see what Dad, help fight for. And Oliver's running around, grabbing the wood and playing. The guy was super cool. And, but it was just cool to see it finally starting to come to life. And it's like,
did he say he already has a golf cart? Like
not yet.
He said he was on the golf cart.
Yeah. I was on his golf cart.
I'm just kidding.
I'll say this though, and he talks about the vision, and I don't want to go back over the 8-year battle we had, but the thing that bothered me the most, and I think Mike too, was like, we'd go to these meetings and they treated us like we were like these big, massive developers, and we're like we literally are like nobody. Like we're passionate about this. We went to Charleston. We go to 30, because our partner had a house at Watercolor. We went there. Like, we're trying to visualize what we wanted. I mean, we put everything into it. We hired the best architects and everything. And they're just like, they're just building this crackerjack stuff. And I'm like, no, like, this is like, we're trying to make this as nice as it can possibly be. And it was just so frustrating, like, throughout the whole battle. And of course, obviously they talk about Lee, and I'm like, Lee's the best guy I've ever met in my life. Like you can't say anything negative about him if you know him. So, but the vision part is, and to see it now as we're finally, we got Jennifer with us, and she's awesome selling the houses, and to see the vision of these 2 houses finally being done, and we're fixing to start a few more.
Cool.
It is, and it's still like with all of the stuff we dealt with, the only thing that's really changed is we have less houses. But but other than that,
42 to 31,
it's still,
right?
We're at 31, but it's still the main.
But it was
vision.
42.
It was 41.
41
down to
31.
31. Yeah.
And so so now it's us and Jennifer, and yeah, man, it's been a battle for sure. But at the end of the day, when these people see what we do down there with the landscaping and all that stuff, barring some crazy storm that comes in here, which we're crossing our damn fingers.
Don't even
But
say that.
I know. Let's knock on some wood. All right, there we go. All right. But anyways, I mean,
That's actually real wood too. Very good.
I could tell it's got coffee beans in it. I've been looking at that for a minute. It's kind of been freaking me out. But anyway,
Hey, look, the problem.
I thought it was termites, dude. I've been having a termite issue, so I saw that. I was like, "Oh shit, what is that?"
The biggest problem arguing is the people you're arguing with, though, because they don't know what they're talking about. You're dealing with people who.
Well, I mean, they're just looking at the black and white. Like, again,
yeah, they're just.
We saw the vision. I mean, we know. I mean, we make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Like, our whole thing was, like, we're 100% trying to do something great for the community. Like, we knew that.
Yeah.
And that's why, I mean, he's the social media king. I'm in the background.
No,
But that's why he's fighting for it, because, like, I mean, we knew like this is the best possible scenario for the community. Like we knew that. Like, you don't want the whole deal was apartments. Like, nobody wants apartments there. Like, we knew what these houses were going to look like. When people ask me, like, I'm so excited to show them the Sands website so you can see all the floor plans. I mean, it's beautiful. Like, every house is unique, and just the whole project. And the more it gets built out, I think the quicker they're going to sell. Because once you can really visualize, I mean, you see the signs out there, and we got 2 houses. I think we just sold another one, and Jen's getting, it's the springtime, so it's starting to pick up. But as soon as, and we're fixing to build 2 more
But
houses.
also, the rates are dropping a little bit too. When y'all first went to development,
I think
the
it's
rates are
fixing-
way lower.
I keep pushing Josh. If you got anybody that wants to make a little money and doing a little investment. But
I think
anyways,
it's fixing to.
I'm trying to get him to do like 3 houses. He won't
But I
do
mean,
2.
when y'all first were doing the development, y'all interest rates were way lower.
Yeah, well, and it's
Shit,
but
man, it's
everything happens
2018.
for a reason. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything happens for a reason. I mean, the rates were lower then, but at that time there was a big spike in framing cost, whereas now the rates are higher, but also the sales
It's so
prices are higher.
logical.
So
It's just so logical.
so I just, like I said, I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason, and I think
Why it
with
works,
the 31
dude.
houses, I really think it's going to be.
Pop that toe, bro.
No, I mean, it happened the way
You wanna
it
do it?
should.
That's right. I mean,
You guys
it is
did,
what it
so,
is. Yeah.
They cause all the problems they cause, and here we are. What?
Yeah,
Well,
and
here's so I look at things.
Shit.
So we got what happens? What's the deal?
Y'all started the project at 8,
He
right?
said
Well,
18.
2015
Oh wow.
was when we actually met with Lee Brumfield and Jennifer Gill to start
Okay.
talking
It's been
about
10
this.
years.
Yeah, and then we started construction on the spec house in 2017.
We're shut down in 2018.
Yeah.
So, shut down in 2018 . But Lee's
Been a
brother,
lifetime.
yeah, Lee's brother Al. Yeah, it's been
Literally,
it's
man.
it's
I mean,
dude, and now we got
crazy.
it's just there's always something.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, like I got to say, and I got a couple of them, but one of them is you can't worry about things you can't control, And so if it's something I can't control, I just deal with it. If it's something I can control,
You
like-
deal with it.
like I got a little, are you making fun of my pants?
Just saw your legs.
I can't help it, man. It's just, it is what it is. Should I put him back down?
No, you're good. You're good. You're
It's
good.
a casual podcast.
Anyway, I mean, this is live, right?
I don't know.
I think it's.
That's not live.
Oh, it's not live.
No, dude, they can't see your junk.
You told me it was
Are them
live.
shorts?
You told me it was live.
No, we'll cut this out.
It's live.
You're good. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Just keep going. You're doing good.
I felt
doing
good
good.
about it. I mean, I kind of felt good about it. So, anyways, it doesn't matter.
I feel like we're going like frogging or something.
Oh, you like to go from?
Yeah.
Look, yeah. I mean,
Where are you
like,
from?
Grenada, Mississippi.
When you were born in what year?
Yeah, they frog up there.
94.
He was born in '94, old
All
buddy.
right.
Young boy.
Good.
Can we cut the next? I mean, I don't want to. I don't. It's not. I thought it was fucking live, dude. I was like, oh,
It is live.
It's
Yeah.
live.
We are live right now.
oh,
Right
shit.
now, it's live. That's right.
It's not like you're going to change anything.
I mean, I can change a little. You know what I'm
Plus
saying?
cost,
My
but plus
apron
cost,
says,
man.
"Fuck it, we do it live, dog.
Yeah.
I mean,
He just said we're not
on the
live.
apron.
He was
Anyway, all right.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
All right, I'll bring it back to R-rated. I was going to go X-rated, but I'm going to keep it R-rated.
Well, go wherever you want.
But no,
No, don't tell
I
him
can't
that.
do that.
Don't tell him that.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
but I mean, you gotta be proud. Y'all gotta be proud of what y'all are doing now. I've got to like walk the property now, and like you said, I started seeing the vision.
Yeah.
I started seeing the development. I was talking about the time like y'all paid for the roads, like y'all paid out of like y'all been paying
Everything
out
out
of
there's
pocket
paid cash,
every
yeah.
month. The light bill, the units. It's been a dream that y'all been fighting for.
Dude,
Yeah.
that project, I'm gonna tell you right now. So I love all the projects that we do at Butler Homes. Like I said, like I told you earlier, but it's somebody else's vision, and then we bring our little touch to it. You know what I mean? That's a different scenario. That project at the Sands, like this is what I don't ever want to say I'm the best, right? Because I just don't believe that, because I'm not. I mean, actually, I'm not at all. But there will never be one that is better. Like there. In other words, there's going to be somebody out there that is as good, but it ain't gonna get. No, they'll be as good. There's going to be somebody out there that comes in and he's as good, and maybe they trump us a little bit, but the ones that are out there now, there will not be one
I
better.
just love the fact y'all
Like
y'all put a lot of work in, and this is something that you took pride in was the windows, the views of the development
gonna
of
say.
Have you
down
always
the
been in that?
I've brought Cade there a few
Have
times.
y'all
Like,
been in-
dude,
have y'all
we
been
go
up
out
in Lee's
there.
house?
yeah,
We sit down. We
Yeah.
sit down with
Yeah.
I bring him out there.
Oh, dude,
He was the king
Talk
of
to him.
he was the
It's
king of
incredible.
was it Sirens?
Sirens, yeah.
Yeah, he was the king of Sirens. We brought his crown and sat there on his golf cart, listened to
Really?
Rufus the Soul,
There's
and vibed out to
Drive
that.
down
Yeah,
Front Beach at 7:25. Watch that sunset.
oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's beautiful.
it's a
It's
property.
incredible.
Rufus
beautiful.
Soul.
yeah.
I mean,
it's,
Go sit in that living room in Lee's house and watch that shit while you
And
still
just-
can.
yeah.
Feel your depression
Yeah.
literally go away, because it's amazing.
Dude, it's phenomenal. That's what life's about. That's the other thing, man.
Yeah.
Everything's simple. Like everything's freaking simple, man. We're gonna go down there, and the one thing that I do not do as a just across the board in business, whether it comes to a house, and Josh is the numbers guy, but he always supports me. I will say that if I tell him, like I told him on the way over here, like did we talk about the termites on the way over here? I don't think we did.
Yesterday we did, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll say this shit on freaking line. Nobody's even heard it yet. So we have a termite issue out there on the Sands, and Lee Brumfield, when he left this earth, he was killed. He has a trust, and this home that we're selling to this guy is part of his trust. So any profit that is made on this home goes to his trust. It doesn't go to his family. It goes to his trust, which is dispersed to his charities that he and I don't have all the details on the charities, but it's not going to, like, Al's not making any money off this house. It's going, the home sales are going to the charities. And so we have a little issue. We're having to spend more money, and we're doing this deal on a cost plus situation for Al. We dropped our fee a little bit because we're doing it for Al. And so we're getting paid just a normal percentage to build the home and fix it and finish it and all that stuff. And now we've discovered that we have a termite issue. And I can tell you right now, we didn't talk about this on the way over here, but I plan on talking to him about it. And I don't mean to throw you on the spot, but it doesn't freaking matter. But like I would call Josh and say, hey, dude, because all this money is going to charity, I don't think we should take any of the profit. Like, we shouldn't charge a fee on top of the termite damage, because that's not Al's fault. Of course, Lee, obviously his money's going to charity, so we won't charge profit. And he would just say, cool, dude, no problem. I mean, like right now, like, he don't give a shit. Like there might be $100,000 worth of termite repair going on that house. And I just, tell him just like I did right now. That's how he backs me the whole time on everything we ever do. It's just like, whatever, dude. All right. If I say, hey man, we got warranty for $5,000 over here and we need to pay it, he's like, all right, you just freaking put you in the box.
It's not just backing him, it's just in general like that. I mean,
being a good business person.
yeah. I mean, you do what's right and eventually it'll come back
You're
to
gonna
you.
eat 100K.
No, we're going to eat 15,000 of potential profit. I mean, just so like if we're charging 15, we charge Al 15% instead of 16%.
I got you.
So like Al's got to pay the money to fix the termites. I mean,
Okay.
obviously, but we're not going to charge him our fee for managing it. And I have spent, like, just so you know, when you run into a situation like that takes a lot of your time. So I've spent basically probably 50% of my week over there just on that one project. We got 13 projects on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over there on that one project all week. Like when I went home, the reason we're late tonight, like I got home from here going there and then, just showing up here. And, but I mean, so I'm putting more time into the issue, but at the end of the day, since Lee, all that money's going to charity, why am I going to charge Al another 15 grand? You understand what I'm saying? Like I would rather just,
integrity.
Yeah, dude.
Integrity, man.
But because of that, and I'm not saying that to get, like, I appreciate that, but that's just like, I feel like when you put that back to the world, you come back, it just comes back to you tenfold. And whenever I call him, I could literally call him and say, hey, dude, we got to, I screwed something up and it's going to cost us $10,000. And he's just like, all right, man, no problem. Doesn't even freaking question it. Just like, whatever, dude.
Just because I know if he's saying
like
it,
bad
then
boys for life.
it's
Bad boys
it's
for
the right
life.
thing to do. Yeah.
And we don't even worry about it. Like it just doesn't, it's not like we got that much
See,
money. 'cause
Martin
we
Lawrence,
don't.
that's Will
like,
Smith.
It's just part of doing
I got it now.
business. You know what I mean? If it's not in your bank account, it doesn't matter. It doesn't count yet.
Well,
So
you're not probably even looking at your bank account. You're saying this is what we got to do.
Yeah.
It don't
At the
even
end of the
matter.
day, you
Yeah.
got to do,
No, you're
whatever's
saying that's
right.
what we got to do. You ain't even looked at your P&L.
That's
You
right.
haven't looked at nothing. That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
yeah, when
right.
you look at your
Well-
P&L at the end of the year, I mean, when people come to us and want to build a house with us, like I've actually had people come to me with another builder's in like a proposal and slide it to me on my desk, and I literally slid it right back to them.
Yeah. No, that's true.
And they're like, hey, what do you like? I said, look, he does things his way. We do things our way. I'll give you my proposal. You can take both proposals and you can just stick them together and compare apples to apples. Like how much are his cabinets? That's the only thing I did tell him. How much is he giving you for cabinets? How much is he giving you for this? How much is he giving you for that? Look at that. And then you decide who you're most comfortable with. You're either comfortable with him or you're comfortable with me. I don't care.
Yeah, we're not going to change our proposal
I'm not
based
gonna-
on what.
I'm not going to
someone
take his
else
numbers and be
knows.
like, I can beat this, I can beat that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, when you're running a cost plus business, I'm responsible. Like, hey, dude, I told you it was going to be 20, it's 30. You're going to be pissed at me. Like, what do you mean it's 30? Well, here's why. If I can explain it away and you're a logical human, you can maybe understand it. You know what I mean? But I have to still explain it to you because you're not just going to accept, dude, you're 50% over budget. Why? Like I have to be able to have the conversation with you. You know what I mean? So and that's why I sleep real good at night, because at the end of the day, I'm just gonna wake up and tell the damn truth. And that's, to me, that's like, I'm getting a little deep here, but that's
I love it.
that's the like the basis of business. I'm just going to tell you the freaking truth. You like it or you don't. I mean, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. If I screwed it up, I'll tell you. If I can afford to eat it because I screwed up, I'll tell you. If I think it's fair that I eat it because I screwed up, I'll do it. If I don't think it's fair because you're trying to beat me out of money, I'm going to tell you that. And I'm also going to tell you, if you can sleep tomorrow night tonight knowing that you're beating me out of this money, then I'll just eat it. Like, but if
Do you ever look at the situation though, in the very beginning, where you and Josh sat down and had lunch at Fat
Sumo, baby.
Sumo, yeah, Sumo, drinking bourbon and tequila. But if you look at the situation of like sitting there again with your fucking crayon paper and plans out.
He's the one with the crowns, bro.
All right.
I didn't bring crowns.
No, but like,
Grandma's
but
fine.
would
The
you
highlighter.
regret any of the decisions y'all have made together and the way you're at now?
No, not
nothing.
at all.
It really has been great because he stays in his fucking lane and I stay in mine, dude.
Yeah.
And we just don't cross. Like if he tells me, I'll bring him some ideas. Like, and he is
Brings some
definitely
ideas, man.
optimist,
I know.
pessimist,
Yeah,
and he'll say realist.
I say realist.
Realist. But no, seriously, like I'll bring him some shit, and then every now and then we meet in the middle, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, and that's how it works. And like, but I got to be honest with you. Here we go deep again. I don't know. Must be. It's an hour and a half in, and we're
Go ahead,
drinking
man.
bourbon, so it's going to be deep.
That's good.
But you have to just completely trust your partner.
Yep.
Like there can be like I don't give a shit if he tells me like this dude like back in the day. I mean things change as you get older. Like back in the day, it was every fucking penny. Like hey dude, I spent $27 over here. Now it's like who gives a shit about the $27? You understand what I'm saying? But I mean, back then it was literally like, hey, I if anybody ever gave me cash for something, which is illegal and I would never take, but if it had ever happened, I'm going to give half of it to him. You understand what I'm saying?
I'd see Mike sometimes like, here's $20, you know, because somebody would like, we send
and it doesn't matter, but it's just,
$20, like, here's $20. Yeah.
it's just being obvious. It's just like, hey man, they gave me 40, here's 20, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you're my partner. So.
And speaking of that too, we did something, Joe did something. And you said you opened up his drawer and he had like $300 in there. And it was because somebody had given Joe, and he's like, he can't spend it.
And Joe wouldn't do it.
So Joe it's been sitting there for like a year.
I was looking for a pen, dude. I opened up Joe's drawer and there was $300 in it. And I was like, what is this money for? I didn't take it. I was like, Josh, I was looking for a pen. There's $300. He's like, oh yeah, somebody gave Joe some cash, and
but
he didn't want to spend it. I was like, just tell him to keep it, man.
Doing business with people you've been best friends with since you're 5, 6 years old.
And what do you think about people just showing up and just being a part of it? And
no, we vet them. No, we vet them. No. We actually have like I'll be honest with you, man. We got like, so when I wake up in the morning, dude, I get pissed off about shit just like everybody else. Like, God dang it, that's going wrong. But at the end of the day, man, like I might be the most blessed human on planet Earth. And the reason I say that is because I can trust Josh. Like I can trust Curtis. We got the new guy, Josh, on. I'm trusting Josh, like the Josh Taylor. Like we brought him on. He's phenomenal. I can trust freaking Joe. My wife, like I got bitches here and there, like not bitches. Like I bitch about things here. Damn, I just don't want
dude.
No, my point is like I bitch at people is what I meant to say. Like I'll bitch about things. But I have my wife who I trust completely, you know, and then I have Matt who I trust completely.
So,
and I bitch
hold on
about him.
real quick. Slang bitches means friends.
No.
No,
I
he
didn't mean
to say bitch.
Okay.
I mean, I bitch about things. So the two people I bitch at the most, here's why they came up in my head. The two people I bitch at the most are Matt Swank and my wife, because I want my wife to get shit done when I ask her to, and I want Matt Swank, who's our project manager. What?
I want her to get shit done.
It's too late. I already said it.
Done.
That sounds
done.
He's just kidding, Lauren.
No, I love
We
Lauren.
only had 3 seconds.
But I asked her to. Okay, I'm digging a freaking
now.
hole here
It's
for
all
sure.
gone.
Did you delete it?
No.
Go ahead.
Can you delete
I
it?
cut it out.
You're good. Don't worry about it.
Can you? No, seriously.
Lauren will never see it. You're
Can
good.
you delete it? She probably won't, but I'm in trouble now. Anyways, I bitch about
your wife.
the point is I bitch about little things that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like we got a good business and we got good people with us,
Y'all
man.
killing it.
And it's not even financially. It's just like you wake up in the morning and you get to go to work and you get to do what you want, and you have a good team around you, and you don't have to worry about shit. I don't have to worry about
you
if
have
somebody's
a family around you. You have literally
and when
become one of the top builders in the South Mississippi, probably Mississippi. You're family for y'all.
If you want unbiased, you say you're not the best, but when I hear Butler, when I'm down here, I hear Butler, they say it's the best.
Yeah.
So that's unsolicited. I mean, because I had not known you guys for tonight.
Right.
So,
no, I appreciate it.
I hear that. I just hear that unsolicited, and I just hear it.
No, I appreciate it.
So,
Well,
And like I said, we're so excited about the project down there, man. We're in the process of getting those 3 other houses rolling, and once we get that thing moving, and you get 5, 6, 7 houses, and you can really see the vision. It's gonna be awesome.
So where we thinking? Would y'all come on for part 2? I do like the Josh and Butler class. Dude, I love it shit. Because it's real.
We got to.
Y'all are so fucking amazing together. Y'all have that.
oh,
He went and got all the photos. Like he went and I did that thumbnail. Like it was like this is. I was so
He has
blown
a Mike
away.
and Josh photo
A
album.
whole other set.
He has a Mike and Josh photo album on his desk,
yeah.
but he only wanted to give you a couple. He didn't want to give it all to you. Like,
It's just cool that you have your best friend.
We've literally been best friends for 5, 6 years old. We've worked jobs together. There's 1,000 stories there.
Oh yeah, let's tell them the one about the sportsplex, dude. Just tell them.
Which one do you want to talk about?
Just tell them. I know where you're going with it. You just go with it.
So we ended up. They came to us, and again, I mean, like we're together all the time. I mean, so we needed a summer job, and so we go and we're gonna work the sportsplex. We think we're gonna be like, we're gonna do a summer camp, and we're gonna we love the kids, man. So we're gonna do summer camp. And so yeah.
We're
So this
athletes.
guy comes up to us and he's like, "Hey, you boys," I mean, he tricked us. He's like, "You boys, y'all look for a summer job." And it was like a job fair or something with the city. And he says, "I tell you what," he said, "won't y'all come work for me at the Sportsplex?" He knew we were athletes, back in our day. And I'm like,
We were still in the day.
yeah, we still do it.
No. We were still in the
At
day.
that point, yeah. So we go down there, and he tells us, he asked me, I was in a business information system at the time, which like worked with computers and shit. I had no idea what I was doing, but that was my major. And he's like, "You can run our sign system." So like they had a big sign. It's on I-10 now, the city of Gulfport Sportsplex, and you can see the sign. And so we get there and we don't know, like our main job is picking up trash. I mean, like literally picking up trash. There was a whole road like from the baseball fields and we would go with like the little picker uppers and pick up trash. And it came to me one day and they said, it's like 120 degrees. It's middle of summer. And they come to me and they're like, "Hey, we need you to come work the sign." So I'd have to leave Mike, and Mike's out there picking up trash, and I'm in the AC, like plugging in, programming this damn computer.
Hope
And he
you
was,
guys.
God, like 19, something like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'd walk down. We were terrible. We're 19. Like I get on my son. I hope he ain't watching this because my son, I'm like, he's the biggest idiot in the world, and he does like, I'm like, man, we weren't like that back then, but we would go, our job was to walk this street all the way to Canal and pick up trash. We'd just go sit in the woods and we'd turn our buckets over and we'd just sit there like hours to just talk. I mean, or we'd go like in the little, the press boxes and sleep. I mean, we were terrible.
Hey, don't scare the children.
We told the dude we were hiding.
Watch your bourbon.
Watch it. Oh, when he kicked your bucket over?
Yeah.
I don't want to. What was his name?
Just tell it, man.
Roger?
I don't have any idea.
So we had a guy that was actually our supervisor of us picking up trash, and he gets one day. So he drove. What did he drive? Like a old Mustang or something.
I don't remember what it
So
was.
he's down that road again. We're hiding in the woods, and he's driving. He's looking for us because we're supposed to be picking up trash, and he can't find us. And he drives, and we see him. Like we don't even care. Like what are they going to do? Fire us? Like we don't care. We're sitting on the bucket. He's driving. He's driving back and forth. And later that day, he comes. He's like, "Where y'all been? I've been looking for y'all." And we're like, "We've been picking up trash." He's like, "I drove down that road." We said, "Yeah, we saw you drive by like 3 times. We waved at you. You just drove right by." And he's the guy that's our supervisor is like having a terrible day, and he's pissed off, and he's got a bucket full of trash, and Mike's holding his bucket, and he gets pissed off and kicks Mike's bucket of trash. It goes everywhere. And then Mike looks at him seriously. He's like, "You're gonna pick that up, right?"
You know how much time it took me to pick that trash up, dude? I mean, that was hours worth of trash.
So
dude.
now our supervisor's sitting there like picking up Mike.
Did you know our supervisor was a janitor?
That tells you where we were. That's where we were.
He
on
was the janitor,
hierarchy.
bro. That was our supervisor.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So I'll give you one more. I'm gonna give you one more. So Josh and I worked at the Hansborough Community Center. Like, y'all know where that is? It's in Gulfport.
That's where I vote.
All right. Well, there
Did
you
you
go.
really?
Yeah, I voted for BJ Sellers this time around.
Oh man,
Okay.
wait.
I voted with BJ.
All right, cool. So
It's right
Go
by my
BJ.
house. Is where
did
I
you
live.
win? Did you win?
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I actually pulled up. I was listening to Creed. I pulled up BJ's with his wife. I'm like, about to vote. He goes, "I haven't voted yet, so let's go." We voted together.
That's awesome.
I didn't know you lived over there.
Yeah, I live on the island.
Okay.
So we worked there, and I got fired.
Oh, wait.
All right, go ahead.
Y'all ready?
I got to pee. I'll go
No,
pee
no.
first. We're taking turns peeing.
Oh,
I can tell you're shaking your legs. You get
Yeah.
pissed.
Wait, I'll wait for you. All right.
You guys got to pee
Are we doing an intro?
I'm good. Are we all going together?
Is this an intermission? Are we calling it, or are we doing an intermission?
No, we do intermission.
Intermission.
fresh
I'm good. I can control my bladder. I'm 43 years old.
I'm 42 and
I'm good.
I have control.
Mike goes every 20 minutes, so I don't know what. It's way past old man's bedtime.
Y'all were
Randy called me. He probably called me right when I was talking about his 1,100 square foot house.
no, wait a minute. No, we're live. We're live.
Still going, man.
So you had a head janitor and you guys are under him and you said, "Go fuck yourself," or how'd it go? When he kicked the trash out of your hands, like you said,
Mike looked at him and said, "You're going to pick that up, right?"
What did he say?
He picked it up. Mike was 6'3". I mean, like,
Oh, you were that tall at 19?
Yeah.
I was just a little skinnier. You know?
All right, that's what I
picked
think.
it up. I was a little. I mean, come on, man.
I want to read some.
We're live. You know we're live,
I want
right?
to read some comments. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a lot? Oh, we have a lot of comments.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on.
We haven't been reading anything. We just been partying.
no, we got comments. It'll tell them what that is.
Is it on camera right now?
We got Michael West and
Michael West. No, I'm good, dude. Like I said, I can control it, man.
this is everybody saying what's up. We got Ingo on here. Donnie Handler.
Oh, yeah, on 9 more.
Yep.
Promote the Buffalo Bills right there to the camera.
Fucking the Bills.
Love them, baby. Love them.
Tanya. Oh, you built Magenda's house.
Yeah.
She got a badass piece of property.
Y'all live close by here?
Dude, I'm under contract on a house right now in Pine Hills. I live at the inlet right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that?
I hate it.
Do you really?
Yeah. I hate it.
They got rid of that butcher shop, didn't they? That was there?
Yeah,
I used to go there and get some meat.
Yeah, I did too, man.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I did too. What was
Yeah.
it? What was it called? 4 Bulls?
4 Bulls, but they're out here on 90 now.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's reading comments off.
Yep.
What are you doing with that little board?
Read comments.
Just straight comments? Y'all got some?
He said, "Why?" Taylor Holloman said, "Why did Michael Butler make Jordan Duran drink straight bourbon and he put splash water in his?" He's basically saying-
Hold on. We're going on.
Jordan Duran's drinking tequila and
Yeah,
Bourbon.
for sure.
yeah, he's not gonna be okay. But
It's gonna go downhill quick.
yeah,
So he was my landlord for my first 10 years in business.
Vincent,
Yeah.
Vincent Burke. He was my landlord for my first 10 years in business.
Nail them comments loud and we'll just go fucking attack them. This is shit right here. Spin over here. Let's see. David Smith. Don't freaking matter.
How's that shit work? People just comment?
They're just commenting on.
Yeah,
I guess.
that's comment. Took all whip. Yeah, Michael West said, starve the business and starve your future self. Fed the business and fed your future self. Which is, I mean, on point.
Dude, look at that bourbon. That's a little much.
I'm
Yeah.
driving. You're good.
Jesus Christ. All right.
You can be good tomorrow, though.
I'll be fine, dude. I'm good.
What do you got to work tomorrow?
I'm going on
Yeah,
vacation tomorrow, dude. I got to do Friday updates. I got to send out Friday updates in the morning, and then are we back on?
Yeah, we're back.
I don't think we never went off.
We've been
Oh, okay, well, hey everybody, we're back.
Oh, my brother, Michael.
Anyway,
Hey, bud, I'm doing a podcast. I'll call you back. Hey, Michael, you there?
He's probably calling you because
this is going
Call
sideways.
you back?
He's like, you know, you're live right now, acting an ass, right?
What, me? Like how?
I just like that y'all don't have headphones anymore because those freak me out. Like I couldn't, like I was, you know what I'm saying? When you're in the headphones, it's just
Yeah, the headphones
Jordan's
kind
place.
of take away from
yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But
The headphones do work, but you can't have that many headphones. So when these comments said they're going to go full in, I didn't mean to offend you, but the comments are going to come.
Were there offending ones?
I think I offended Kate.
what are you talking about? Like
I'm
you
not
just get
gonna-
comments on there while we're talking?
Yeah, so Michael West, everybody's watching. We just don't like. We're used to not like listening to like watching the comments anymore.
they'll come in, but we check them every now and then now.
Okay. Because you got too many? Because you're so
No,
popular?
No,
We're
check them.
not.
Just don't check them.
I'm just messing with you, bro. This is I thought remember that time you said we're gonna do like a round table, like a we should do like a CNN or maybe Fox News, whichever one you want.
CNN, so you want to do.
Okay,
Maybe
CNN.
Butler can build us a podcast studio.
Dude, we were gonna do that a long time ago. Remember that? Like we had plans. I was gonna put like a little mini split in.
It was going to be in our office, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh was totally against it because it was a bad financial decision.
But the room.
Josh is like, there's no money.
I was like, let's do it. Let's do it. Anyway.
He's like,
I think he'd be okay with it now. You know, he'd probably be like, screw it, build it. You know, just
But the room at Tom, like this is what the room we had to go, and we'll go with the cameras, and so you see how far that thing has to push back. So you have to have, especially with live, you have to have depth and room.
Yeah,
that's the one thing about it. You have to have a big space.
we should do one under the house, but you got to be able to get rid of the like glass windows under the house. But you have to be able to get rid of the.
mine's rolling now.
Yeah, you should. Well, it ain't about money making. It's just about fun.
No, it's area. You have to have area when you do like live. You have to have area. Like you can do 4K. You can do 4K like pre-recorded, but when you do live, it's got to have the whole area.
Why?
I mean, because there's people that would like if you're doing interviews, you have to have a good area where you see people. If you do like at a table, you only see side face.
Oh, I see. So, you talking about from the camera?
You have to have that much.
That's the only camera, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you just need a little space. You just need a little living room.
And the space we're building out at your spot was now the tile room,
Yeah,
right?
it's our show.
Would have been, yeah.
It's like 6 foot wide. How wide is that?
Oh well, I got another idea. I got another idea. I haven't brought to Josh yet because I got to make sure it works first. But I'm pretty. Look, when we brought on the new guy, Josh Taylor, like who's going to be a 25% owner of BW, I didn't even tell him I was talking to him. I was like, I got to make sure this is going to work before I even brought it to him because all he cares about is it going to work out? Like can we do well? You know, and if he sees an opportunity to, from a financial perspective, I mean, he wants good people, obviously. He's not going to, he'll veto somebody who's an asshole, but he knows I'm not going to bring on an asshole. But at the end of the day, he's looking at damn dollars and cents, which is great. And I'm looking at, you know, future relationships and where we can go and how we can build the business. And, you know, and he's looking at when's this going to make money?
You think you're going to be mayor or maybe governor?
No, zero. There's literally a less than
Negative.
I
There's
have all
no
these bright
chance.
ideas as well, and Paige is like, we need money. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's me all the time.
I don't know if you've seen the bank account.
It's the same.
I don't think
freaking
you ever
relationship.
look at it, and I don't know how
But
much
you
money we
because
have.
you don't think about you know
you
how
need
much
that.
money you
You
need to
need
do
him.
that. Yeah, no, you're
You
right.
need him,
I'm
Paige.
relations, bro.
You need
So,
him, dude.
I know.
I'm relations, bro. So I've been giving the Shuckers players free coffee the whole season. I give all the players free coffee. Well,
It's much smaller.
it's much smaller. I mean, yeah, come on. But I got 30
that's
tickets.
no, it's not small at all.
Tickets.
We're a small fish, brother. Like we're small.
We
We're,
get 30
like,
tickets to the game, and then the manager's like, "Man, I would love to have you guys at the stadium, like a little pop-up shop at the stadium."
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, you work your way in there.
Yeah.
And you make friends.
That's it, dude.
It's relations, man.
Absolutely.
Dude, but don't don't do that shit because you can be small here, small there, small there, small there, and small there, and then small all of a sudden is huge. I mean that's how businesses roll, man. I mean and if you just got your little niche and do a little better than everybody else, you know, or you got your little whatever. Hey, man, I like those guys. Like that's the thing, creating a culture. So that's like we got a new superintendent coming in. I don't know him. Flat out.
But Josh does.
Don't know him. The new
Double
guy,
Josh.
I say new guy, but the guy, Josh, and we've vetted Josh. Like I know Josh Taylor. I mean, we're not super tight, but I know this guy and I know his ethics and I know his personality and I feel comfortable with him. And I will not bring somebody in until I send them through him and Kurt and everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? Like y'all all got to like them. Like this ain't just about like we're bringing someone into the family. Like you said, it's a whole family situation, you know? So we bring him in and now I have to trust him because he has a working relationship with this other guy who I don't know from anybody. I just met him but I gotta teach this guy. My job is to make sure that this guy understands the culture. You know what I mean? And the culture is important. And that's the same thing with you. Like you build a coffee shop, like it ain't just I'm selling coffee. I'm selling a culture of
You still a
coffee.
vibe. It's just like
Yeah,
you guys built
yeah.
something different than anybody else. It's like there could be 12 coffee shops around here, but it's what sets you apart. And what
But
makes
it
you
ain't different. You
different.
selling the same coffee.
You sell coffee's easy.
Yeah,
It's the
coffee's
vibe that you
coffee.
create.
Well, I'm just a
and
home
the
builder,
culture.
dude. Like I'm not selling anything different. I'm just selling a different experience.
That's it.
Like it's like I'm gonna treat you right. You have to trust me. But like I tell you, if you don't trust me, don't build your house with
I
me.
know, but the big thing with you, Butler, is that's what I love about you. I was talking to Kate a little earlier about it. Was fucking you're yourself. You're like 100. There's no way you think, and you do that too. Like the way you do it in the coffee. Like Cade has this. Like he takes pride in the way he makes coffee. He was saying when he bought it was what you've learned on YouTube, and then you create it.
It
He
is.
knows people's drinks when they walk in. Cade's
Nobody has to tell me a drink,
Yeah.
and unless you're a tourist, which is 90% of our customers are tourists. But if you're a regular, you don't have to order. I know you're.
You know what's up.
I know
How long
what's
have
up.
y'all been open here?
6 years.
6 years.
It's a real pain in the ass when you're not Cade.
And you don't know what to make.
Cade knows what
I do the math, man. I'm real good at it. I promise.
No, it's terrible.
I can
Like,
tell you how much it costs.
because they don't know what they drink. And
Yeah.
it's just, like if he just ran to the gym real quick or something, I don't know, man.
Hey, you ought to just record yourself in the morning so you can see the people.
Like, I don't know what I get. He makes for me. I was like, is it cold or hot? I don't know. No, sorry, I don't know.
What's really
Like, you know, it's-
awesome is the Pascagoula orders, and people come over from that shop and they're like, "Well, they have this flavor." I'm like, I don't have that flavor over here. Okay. We
We do specialty based on like geography of naming teams and
Yeah.
location and.
So are y'all bouncing back and forth? Or y'all mostly just here.
Try to the best we can.
Yeah, I mean,
but we're working
Where's the one
a
in
lot.
Pascagoula?
Downtown, right next to
I mean,
the city center.
yeah.
Same property as city center. It's
Okay,
the old
yeah.
over there on
Hancock
Del Mass,
drive-thru.
right next to
And
Resurrection.
how long's that one been going?
8 months, 9
Yeah.
months.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. And 15 will open up in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, he was there all day today doing the espresso
But we
machine.
installed all the equipment today.
So
Uh,
what is that?
It's a food hall.
Okay.
Crave Food Hall, man. Yeah, it's got 8 restaurants in there.
Yeah, they were going to do coffee either way, so it might as well have been us.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's right there, but they were going to do coffee either way.
Yeah.
And you got a 32-room hotel, and we get to cater all that and get the Airbnbs. Well, it's actually not Airbnb. Privately owned condos that the hotel actually takes over short-term rental for the owners. They cut Airbnb out, actually.
That's
And,
cool.
So it's got in the 200-car parking garage is behind it, and you have to walk to the food hall
Yeah.
before you enter the street.
So you actually
yeah,
have
so
to
you got
walk
them trapped.
past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so down there, it's just coffee. It's a kiosk, it's like a percentage deal. And we have alcohol, so I think it'll work, man. And we're about to renovate this to a whole nother bar scene. So
So y'all gonna hit the bar scene
Go
upstairs?
up,
yeah,
yeah.
we've been working on for 3 years.
So Wallace Goodman, he was
Wallace
asking
Goodman.
about- yeah,
Wallace
Wallace
Goodman
Goodman.
got the gig.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. I was just curious because he mentioned our
Argus,
building. I was just asking about. I was like, who's doing it? Cam? I mean, because Cam,
Well, Cam bid on it,
Can bid on it.
and
a little bit higher.
there was a lot of people bid on it, and we don't own the property. We got a landlord who's a great guy. I've been working with him forever. We have a great relationship. He actually finally agreed to give us first option of purchase. He never agreed to that because he always wanted to be in his family.
Yeah.
But so he's footing the note for that, and reflecting the rent and all that. But
Yeah. So y'all had to he had to have some input and all that stuff or whatever. And y'all had
well, he's in Maryland, so he actually gave me power of attorney. So I've been in all the meetings. I got the variances approved and everything. We've been working on it for a long time. Donald Delsted is the architect, and having to redraw to meet new budget with Wallace Goodman, and they work very well together.
And drawing architect. Like
Yeah, he
art.
draws by hand.
yeah, that's
He
what
goes
George
all day
Denmark
by
does.
hand.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
what-
hard.
Yeah,
I-
that's-
I was in architecture for a little bit.
Time consuming.
Yeah. I mean, like you had to draw like every shingle, like
Yeah.
every brick.
It's beautiful.
It's
I did that for a
it's
little
great,
bit.
but it takes longer.
I'm like,
Tough.
am I gonna live to see this? And
Yeah.
We're like,
because it's like 3
been
years, man.
telling
I'm
everybody.
So when we did,
wow,
when I
dude.
was in junior college, that's what I was doing. I was playing soccer
Yeah.
and I was in architecture, and we literally we had to do 2 full sets of plans, and AutoCAD was like new back then, And so we had to do one set of plans, hand drawn,
AutoCAD
And-
IT, your
yeah,
IT course,
and
or
one
whatever,
with the AutoCAD. And we did the AutoCAD in like a week, and it took the whole rest of the semester to do the hand drawn. And I mean, you're flipping the pages and just like one shingle. I mean, you spend a whole day doing like a fourth of the shingles on a house, just making
Heavy,
lines.
Man, it's heavy.
And George, like I said, he still does that. That's crazy that people still do it. I thought everybody would be.
Yeah, first time I met with George Denmark, I was like, man, he showed me a picture, and it was beautiful. There was a beautiful house, like everything was drawn perfectly, bricks, and then there was this tree that kind of came across the front of the house, and I looked at it, I was like, did you draw that tree to scale? Like, is that tree like to scale? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that the way that tree's actually going to look in front of that house? And he's like, yeah. And then I was messing with him a little bit, so he got mad at me. But he's the one that ran that kind of controlled the whole Sands project. I talked to him today several times. Yeah, we're modifying the some houses or a house out there, the one that's got the termites in it, and we're making some changes. And I called him, and I was like, as soon as I called him, I was like, Mr. George. First of all, I asked him, "Are you taking a nap?" Because he's got a nap time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to interrupt his nap time. He's gonna be pissed. And then the second thing I asked him is how much is this phone call going to cost me?
That's what we do. We talk to our attorneys.
My architects are attorneys, man. You charge me by an hour. How much is it going to cost me? Hey, Bo showed up today. I'm going to give Bo a shout out. Bo Lebitard. He showed up today. I didn't say that to him. He just showed up at the job site. I looked over at him and I was like, all right, Bo.
Looking at that clock.
Are we friends, or are you here for a reason? You know what I'm saying?
So
I
was first time because Bo was in Neptune with me.
Dude, I love Bo. He's awesome. Bo Lebitard.
Mr. Mike.
Hey, yeah.
I show up to what was the cigar place in the mall? The
one with the big Indian?
Yeah.
Oh, what's it called? I know what you're talking about.
I was sitting next to
Edgewater.
Yeah.
New. It's a new coffee shop now. Epitome. Yeah.
Epitome. So I was sitting there with
Great shop.
Frank, is it Kinzer?
I don't know.
And Mike Levitard, but he's an architect too. Frank's an architect too. He did like Coliseum.
Okay.
And they were sitting there, and they're part of the Harris County Republican Club. And I had the funniest time. Just like they surrounded me. And I'm like, who are you, Levitard? I'm like I'm Mike Levitard. And Levitard, their architecture, Levitard Architecture. And I was like, yeah, Bo's dad? He's like,
is that who that is? I didn't know.
No,
Okay.
that's Mike's dad. Bo's
Dad is Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was just funny, but yeah, but I love Bo.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I love working with him. I mean, there's a lot of times you meet with architects, and you're like, I mean, just to be honest, like they're kind of a different breed, but George Denmark, awesome. And then Bo Lebitard, freaking awesome. Love that dude. Just cool as shit. You know what I mean? Just cool, good dudes, laid back. Got some, but I call him because I got an eye, but I can't draw it. Like I can't. I'm like, look, man, I think I know, but I don't want to screw this up. So like, draw it for me. Same Christian Preuss, man. Landscape architect. Like Christian, he did all of our stuff on the beach. And like architects they want shit a certain way, but they're not contractors. Like there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? There's design and then there's real life. And so that's the battle that we have. And then there's also like, yes, I'd love to do that, but I also have a budget. You know what I'm saying? So like you have like design ideas, real life situations, and then also cost or whatever. So I have to kind of balance all of that.
Especially coming in, I would say with y'all now having y'all's own design groups inside the company. Now you're coming back 8 years later and working to a different level. Like you're talking about pools because you were like, hey, I want my clients to have that like certain feel, certain look.
Yeah.
So now y'all are doing way more than just building a house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If a person wants a cabinet, if they want a cabinet that's 6 foot tall, y'all can make it. If they literally request a certain cabinet, y'all make it.
Yeah.
I'll say this, like when it comes to the Sands project specifically, and even the little Porter Avenue project we got, like landscaping is the key to all of it. I mean, you can build a box house, like the construction, and I'm a home builder, and I'm telling you this. You can build a box and do some cool ass landscaping that's phenomenal with some ambiance. You know what I'm saying? Like some up lighting and stuff like that. You can make that box look beautiful at nighttime. You know what I mean? And you can dress up a a square building with beautiful landscaping and never realize there's a square building sitting behind it. You understand what I'm saying? So as much effort as I put into the construction and the quality of the construction and all that, there's like, I value the landscape design just as much as I value the construction of the house. Does that make sense?
I mean, I see it now when you look at them. Yeah, I mean, it's a full layout now. I mean,
yeah, it's the whole thing, dude. Like you take those houses right now and you say, oh man, these walk through them naked. In other words, with no landscape in front of them, you're like, man, like no, seriously, like yeah, you walk through while you're naked, not while the house is naked. But anyways, the point is there's no landscape in the house. Walk through it. Yeah, man, you did a beautiful job inside. But when you walk up to that house outside after it's dressed out and it's landscaped, and if you landscape it properly, if you spend a little bit more money on landscaping, and people that build these high-end houses tend to everybody cuts the landscaping at the end.
Because it's the last thing.
It's the last thing, and they've already spent all their damn money.
Yeah.
It's the most important part, dude.
Landscaping will sell
get
it.
more into
know
it's not just
that.
so.
Dude, we don't.
I shot one of the houses the other
cussed
day.
me out the other day.
The landscape though is like there's more about drainage and everything. It's not just
Oh yeah, drainage.
Yeah, it's not just throwing some flowers out there.
So at the Sands, like we had houses kind of stacked close to each other originally, and we still do on the green space, but you know they're spread out more now. But I put gutter drains in the infrastructure, so we were able to we developed the whole property from the drainage to the water, sewer, power, gas, AT&T, all that shit. So we handled all the development from the beginning, and we developed it for 41 units. Well, now it's 31 units. So today I had a meeting with the power company. It probably lasted 2 hours. He didn't even know. I didn't talk to him. And so I had to we're redesigning, which by the way, that bill is going to get more expensive because we changed some shit. But
glad to hear it.
We're redesigning where the pedestals are located, where the transformers are located, all this other shit. And so you know, I gotta tell the power company, hey, these are where the houses are going. So we're moving stuff. But the bottom line is we design all that infrastructure based around where we're going to put houses. And then we have to come in at the end with the landscape, and that the landscape. What'd you say? The grade? Like what were we talking about? The drainage, the gutter drains. So I actually have in the original infrastructure, we tied in drains to the massive drainage system that we have that's all underground at the Sands that goes out to the Gulf.
That was my explanation. Like for me, telling y'all like. There's more than just throwing flowers and letting it go. Like there's drainage. There's a lot of design behind it.
Yeah.
I seen that at the house y'all did on Porter because I had to go shoot it.
Yeah.
Nell was working his ass off and they had to fix some stuff. And I mean, I started seeing all the lines.
Yep.
There's a lot that goes into it.
I guess Mike ain't coming by, huh? Nell? He ain't
Mike Nell, shout out Mike Nell.
Mike Nell, runoff is in what?
Tuesday.
He's going to win.
We'll bet the Cubbies.
He's going to win.
How much? Yeah, Mike Nell's going to win. I think Jeremy
He's
Nell.
going to need like 150 votes.
I'd rather Mike Nell win than we win the Cubbies, man. I like that guy.
I like old Mike. Mike will work hard. You know, he'll clean the streets just like you said. Y'all see this trash? I'll clean it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Crack sidewalk.
Y'all think Dixie's gonna clean up that trash? Hey, I don't know Dixie, and I don't want to hate on her, but I damn sure guarantee you she ain't gonna clean that trash up on the side of the sidewalk. And Mike Nell will.
He said he's about to lose contracts with the city for cleanup to fight for this. And it just came down a few years where I just kept watching his videos of him like, you see this trash? I'm gonna run. One more year, I'm gonna run. 2 more, and he just started building it up. And
Yeah.
it's like, and then he actually did. He's like, we had him on the show twice, right?
He's going to lose contract.
Hey,
with the city.
He has to because you can't be a politician and
No,
have
no,
contract.
but no, he's going to give it to his son.
Jeremy, they're the same business. I mean,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of like a Donald Trump, Eric Trump kind of concept, right? I mean, like,
no, man, that's more Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. Like, you can do it if you're that side.
Here we
but I
go.
mean, let's leave it alone. Hey,
I went there.
Hey, y'all want? Hey, well, the hell with it. Let's talk some politics. Y'all want to talk some politics? Y'all want to get some politics out there? It's getting late. Nobody's gonna watch it anyways.
No, we've been doing that for the past 2 months.
So straight up, let's talk about it. So, like I heard through the grapevine, Bobby Cox. Like I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like Bobby Cox has been good for me. Like I like Bobby Cox. He's a good dude. Like he's a friendly, local, barber, and he beat Kenny. And Kenny, I do business with Kenny. So everybody knows that we did some business, or people that know what's going on around here know that we got a deal with Kenny on Porter Avenue. We did that deal with Kenny before he was the mayor.
Yeah.
And we're still like literally before he became the mayor, we were in this deal with Kenny. And then everybody's like, oh, those guys that are doing the sands are in business with Kenny once he became the mayor. And I'm like, we were working a deal with Kenny, the real estate agent, not Kenny, the mayor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now Kenny's no longer the mayor. Guess what? We're still doing the same damn 6-house deal. It's 6 houses. We still ain't finished that son of a bitch. And he ain't the mayor no more after June. So like the point is like everybody's talking about how we were in with the mayor. But the reason I said that is because I like Kenny a lot. Kenny's a good dude. And I don't get into the political side of things, but Bobby Cox also I like. And Bobby Cox has also been very supportive of the Sands project because he's a local. And I think he saw the value that we were bringing
How many mayors have we been through that have all been supported of
this. Bobby Cox will be our fourth.
Yeah.
So literally our fourth. 10 years, dude. So look,
That puts it in perspective.
Connie Moran, what's his name?
Okay,
Booger. Yeah.
Come on, don't get
Shay Dobson. And then I should have said that.
Holloway.
And then Kenny, and then
Bobby, yeah.
and then now Bobby.
What does Bobby think about it? He likes it.
No,
Well, he was
Bobby's
an
been with
alderman.
us, man.
He was always an alderman, and he was always on our side.
He saw the value.
The truth is Kenny had nothing bad to say about Bobby.
No, Kenny. Well, there's nothing bad to say about Bobby.
Kenny liked Bobby, so it, you know.
Different visions. Kenny was Kenny's a politician, man. Kenny's going to go, to Jackson and get money, or do it. I don't know what Bobby can do politically. I don't know but I know Bobby from a local perspective. He's a local guy. He's extremely liked. He cares about the city, and he wants to do what's best for the city from his perspective. I mean, that's just all that's what he does, and it's no different than what we did. I mean, we came in, we saw a project, and we wanted to build something cool because at the time, I lived at Bell Fountain Beach out in Ocean Springs. I wasn't in the city limits, but I'm in Ocean Springs. I love Ocean Springs. We built the office at Ocean Springs. We had an office right here. So we were all about Ocean Springs, and we just wanted to do something that was awesome for the city. Like, I was like, man, screw these apartments. Let's build 41 houses. And we had to make financial sense because before it had 107 units. Now we were taking it all the way down to 41. So we tried to do something that we thought everybody was going to love and something that was just really, really cool for the city. That was the idea. Like, hey, I don't want to put apartments back here. I want like badass single family houses that, end users, people that are going to live in them, own. And that was our goal. And we've reached that goal after all this time. And, now it's not 41, it's 31. So I guess everybody's happy. But at the end of the day, our goal has never changed and our vision has never changed. And we're still going to build the same most gorgeous homes that we can potentially build. And now the good part is we're going to make that community. I don't even know if we've announced this publicly at all, but we're going to make it gated. So like the whole community is gated because we own the streets due to, just the way that the situation was negotiated. But the whole subdivision, now you're going to have a little code. You punch in, you just get in. The whole damn neighborhood's gated now. Gated community, baby. Only one.
What kind of gate are you going to do? Like iron fences?
I'm going to put your face on the front of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Jordan Duran looking at you all the time. And if you pass, your guys are going to blink.
How do you do the full, like seriously, going to do like keypad or
No, seriously, we're gonna literally, they're going to scan their eyes into your eyes, and then you're going to blink, and then they're going to be able to get in.
Face ID, baby.
I love it.
I mean, straight up, you're going to be like, your face is going to be, they're going to do like that.
What about the house behind y'all's house that she's putting up for sale? Remember the couple that we hung out with? That the house, y'all's model home, the one behind it, it's seen it for sale now.
Oh, I didn't know it was for sale. Did you?
I don't know anything.
I don't do anything. I didn't know it was for sale. When's she listed?
I thought it went over there.
It's a woman, right?
So, yeah.
The blue one?
Yeah.
How much?
I don't know. I just went by there. I thought, I'll ride with you. We cut that road.
I don't even know what house you're talking about.
So there, that one, the Sands.
Don't even think about it. He's like, how much?
The one, like, so they have their built, and then there's that one, and then take a left, and it's that right there. Little blue one on the left. All right.
I don't remember. I mean,
It's nice. It's just like you cut that. What's the road? Y'all's road?
Martin. It's if you go down Martin and our entrance, like if you're coming from the beach and you go north on Martin and our entrance on the left, it's that very first house you see. It kind of looks like it's in our development, just where it is, but it's cut out.
left. I have to look at it again. You got that nice ass house they just built with the Ole Miss sign on the front. 10-foot door.
Can't be that nice for sure.
Don't get anything started.
Oh,
Did you go to Ole Miss? Did you go to Ole Miss too?
No, he did.
Oh, just you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
It was
kidding.
so long ago.
Yeah, I know. It really was.
It's so long.
I start telling stories about college. I'm like,
It's
like
not
it's like
the
5
same,
years ago, and it's
yeah.
like
Pretty
no,
much
that was
been-
20.
when you
I
look
mean,
at-
can you even
when you
hold
look
me
at
to
football.
what was then? I mean,
Yeah.
I go there now,
We went to Oxford.
and
recently,
everybody
dude.
got so small.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big guy, but
Yes, you are, dude. You freaking
No,
swole
no,
up.
no.
Look at your veins in your kneecaps.
you're standing over here like 6'5". I'm just saying, like,
It's fucking
Yeah, but
Jesus
you
going up to
literally
his
have a
chest.
tattoo
Yeah,
in your ear and veins in your kneecaps, dude. You're way
so
scarier than
a
I
year
am.
and a half ago, we went up there, and everybody looked like middle school.
You talking about the frat boys up there?
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, I'm not sure what happened with. I mean,
You were smaller then.
We were all smaller than.
like
I don't
Dude,
think
I want to
anybody
see.
here is.
Hey, pull up a picture of him in college right now. Somebody do it.
He was benching 310 and
but I wasn't big, you know.
You're a big dude. If you're benching 310, you're a big guy.
Yeah, I don't even know. 310 is
saying-
crazy, man.
Was it
Everybody
315?
do
315.
315, yeah.
315.
What do you have,
you
like
hit
35s and a
three-
2.5?
You were in the plate club in three.
But I'm
High
saying when we went up there, everybody looked like a toddler, and it wasn't like that when I was there. When I hung out, like everybody was
Like he played soccer.
He
Yeah,
did.
it's soccer.
We played. That's what we
But
played.
I was a soccer player.
We did too.
I was a 6'3" soccer player.
The football coach in Grenada.
They just-
took him.
football too.
I made every team
He-
just
he
because
was
of
a
my
kicker,
size.
Yeah. He's a
Period.
kicker.
This guy's the shittiest athlete ever. We're just
Where's
picking
your
up
guys
size.
Man, I remember looking up and guys. I mean, like I don't know. I think it's regressing. I'm just saying, like it's been
You saying that the people are
two
getting smaller, they're getting
generations, like,
shorter.
they're tiny.
It's the
I'm in
evolution.
there.
Look at this guy, man. He's grown a lot since high school, and he's telling about
Yeah,
everybody's
the
smaller
suckers
now.
gave me the game ball, and I haven't held a baseball in fucking like 15
Did the ball
years.
feel smaller?
And I was like, dude, the balls are always been this small.
Oh my God, there's something wrong with these guys.
Dude, I did. I said balls, yeah.
All I'm saying is, I was 23 when I left.
Are there
college,
girls in here?
Yeah.
And I wasn't maybe as thick as I am now, but I
No.
was my size.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely not.
Everybody was, it was you had people in there who was contender like you were. I went there a year and a half ago, and I felt like I was in like a middle school. It was all these old kids running around in suits, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What the
Dude,
fuck
so
is going on?"
We were in
Yeah.
this daiquiri bar. Fuck, I don't even know the name.
K was bigger than everybody.
Dude,
It's
I'm
like- it
like,
was
I'm
like-
at the
I was
bar,
like,
bro.
What
And
is going
just
on?
After I put my hat backwards, I'm loose. I'm drinking a high noon.
But
This
it's
little
happy, can't put
fucking
your hat
frat
backwards.
kid comes by me. He's like, "Hey man, turn your hat around.
Mhm.
Can't have your hat backwards."
Did he really?
I was like, "Wait, are you serious?" I thought he was fucking with me. He's like, he was the bouncer apparently, but it was basically like my 12-year-old nephew coming up to me like,
120 pounds.
I was like, dude,
It was just weird, man. Because when I was there, we had
Something,
like,
but you listened to him though.
I did, yeah. I did.
we didn't want to get thrown out of the bar. It was
No,
like,
there's
they were
a
gonna
video.
throw us
Actually,
out
I
of the
think
bar.
I
I probably would have too, but I'm like, sorry, man.
My bad.
Like, I'm sorry.
The one bar on Oxford that was open. I
Like,
think.
who makes that rule? No backwards hats in here.
At a
It
bar.
was Thanksgiving, so
You can't do it.
It was a classy bar. Is that what it was?
Really?
No, I don't even remember. The,
Casinos, you're not allowed.
Like, we're gonna tell you how to wear your hat when you come in
Hey,
here.
they would
put it backwards.
Kate, they wouldn't do that at Mississippi State. You can wear that hat however you want.
Yeah,
bud.
dude. Look,
I don't
take
do
off.
kick that thing to the side. Absolutely. What?
No,
First of all, you just gotta be like, hey, man,
when's the last time?
let me close my tab, huh?
When's the last time you were in Starkville?
Not too long ago.
I went for football season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
I,
you?
I missed baseball season, but I mean, look, I don't know. I guess it depends on my state of mind. Like, there's a good chance I might just turn around and be like, "Damn, did that just happen?"
Did-
If when my kids are around, but if my kids weren't around, I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good, bro." you know,
When did
what do you
this
think I would do?
become-
Like, like I'm
in
good.
trouble now.
So which
Yep.
direction should I? Is it okay if I put my shirt on backwards? Like, look, something's going
It's
backwards.
like a different gear.
Are you going
It's like-
crisscross?
No. If I'm gonna have to turn my hat back around, I'm gonna at least put my shirt on
Crisscross,
backwards.
baby. You know what crisscross is?
No.
No, you don't.
Crisscross and make it jump.
Yeah.
What is that?
Can make it.
I
know.
Classic, bud.
It's called just being a
They wear
man, dude.
clothes backwards and they rap.
Was that the one that was like crisscross?
Yeah.
We'll make that jump.
I think he just made that up. He just made.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, hey boys, we're about to go 7:01, right?
What is
What's
that?
7-1's
Dunk-
about to
Duncan
close,
Thursday?
brother. This was like a fucking 5-hour podcast.
This is the long one. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I don't see a time, but yeah, sure, whatever.
2 hours. We're touching 2 hours.
All right. Well, love you guys.
Appreciate y'all having us, boy.
Patrick Gray. Yo, so shout out to Patrick Gray, man. So he built homes in Birmingham. Custom homes.
Our best friend.
Yeah,
Very good friend. So
good friend of
I
ours.
thought about him.
Oh, and he said Hell State. Yeah, fuck you, Pat.
Y'all's demeanor very similar, and so I thought about him. So I'm glad he chimed in.
He said there's a video of it. What is he?
shout out to Pat.
He's a Grenada boy.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Hasta luego.
Jordan has to piss.
I hope so. Or